You already know what time it is. It's the favorite time of the week. The one week where no matter what color you wear in the NFC South, you're more than welcome. No matter what quarterback you have in the NFC South, you are more than welcome. This is the one day that we dedicate to hear all you other niggas. Welcome to the NFC South RoundTable. Look, you are in the right place. Before we get started, like, comment, subscribe, show that love, man. Look, it's the NFC South RoundTable, man. Fellas, how y'all feeling?
Man, we up in here. You know what time it is. You want to see me with that Panther blue on. You know it's Tar Heel blue all day. Undefeated. The undefeated Tar Heel. You already know what time it is. It's Saturday. The best day of the week. Fuck Sunday. It's Saturday. That's all I got to say.
Yes, sir. And for me, you know what I mean, Carolina gonna take this dub today. Well, tomorrow, since today's Saturday. So Sunday, we going we hit 30 and 0. 30 and 0 a team Sunday. So other than that, man, let's get it.
Yes, sir. So, fellas, y'all see what time it is until we get the other guys up in here with their respective teams. We're gonna talk a little bit of Panthers starting off, man. Look, we brought it to, we talked about it. You already know the Panthers have a lot of guys on the trading block. How y'all feeling about the situation in Carolina and the potentials of what could happen within the next week?
Oh man, anything can go down really. You know, there's some people we don't want to lose. There's some people that just gonna have to go. Uh, I think all of us wish that Brian Burns stay. I think we all thought that Jeremy Chin was gonna be a casualty of war. I'm cool if D-Jack go. I don't want Luvu to go nowhere. But it is what it is, man. It's gonna be interesting. I know that.
Yeah.
Got it, go, or you want me to respond to
Go
that?
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead with it. I'm looking at the boys in the chat. Go ahead.
Y'all
I'm
know
gonna
how
count
I
out the
feel
names.
about y'all know how I feel about Louisville. I needed to see more. So I'm not taking it here or there with him on the
You
trade
need to see
block.
more of Luvu.
Yeah, yes,
You
sir.
need to see.
Yes, sir. We only had him for 2 years, pop.
There you go with this shit here.
Hey, look. We all can't agree upon these players now. I ain't a player level. You know what I mean?
But
So
who
I
do you
need
love? Cause you don't like no damn body.
You know, like shit.
who I like on the team right now.
Don't worry,
And
Jay. Hold on, stay right there. Jay, hey, don't worry. I'll do it for you. I'll smoke a cigarette for you. 'Cause that's exactly what you
Yeah, go
sound like.
ahead,
You need
cause
a
you
cigarette.
stressing, man. Go ahead. You get that off your chest. Yeah, like Pop stated, earlier, anything could happen within these few coming weeks. Man, I keep Burns. That should be our keystone right there to build around. Other than Bryce, he was here first, and he's the leader on that defense. So I would love to keep him. It's just it's the bag that he's at. I don't know if he asked him for it. If they said that if they at least said 27, he would have budged. But I think it's something less than that. So we having to tussle with that. So yeah, keep Burns. Everybody else can go. Whoever on that trade block.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey man, I wanna get shouts out to Bucks, Rays, and Bolts. First one up there, Michael Williams. You already know he around. Bucks Praise, Elizabeth Lasser, Agent 704, Red Swan. I see you. 803 Carolina. I see you. Hey man, we appreciate all y'all up here on the Saturday. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't see it, James Jones, what's going on, buddy? I see you. Anthony Brown, what's going on? I see you. Hey, we appreciate y'all for being up here on the Saturday, man. But check this out. We talking about the trades in Carolina. Hey, I tell y'all what. Louisville, we need to keep Louisville. We need to keep Jeremy Chin, actually. If they wanted to start from scratch, if they don't have to start from scratch. You can take those two guys, and that's a good linebacker tandem for right now. If you did sign Brian Burns, Derek Brown, that's a good foundation to start with. Don't get so antsy, y'all, just to be up in the first. Because if we do get up in the first round, let me tell you, it's going to be a continuum that these guys go to that's going to give us that first round pick. So you're picking at 33 and you pick at 30 or you pick at 29, you make it, you're going to get impact players, good players, but at what position? So, I mean, it's not going to be no top 10 pick anyway. So, I mean, for whatever that's worth, if mother just want to pick on that Thursday, if you want to get so antsy that you want to just have a pick on that Thursday, I guess trade them. But it still won't be bad to sit down and just relax. Like I said the other day, calm your nerves, please. Calm your damn nerves.
Man, look, first of all, like I said, we appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in here today. Shout out to RTP. He just got in here. We're gonna let him give his spiel on the Bucks in a minute. But it's not looking good right now. And as we enter in a bye week, we have a whole week to sit down, figure out what we can do to bring Bryce along. Thomas Brown says he's bought in, he's invested. That's his guy. That's the type of guy that he wanted at the draft. So I believe they're going to come out swinging maybe next week. We're going to see if there's any cat that can get the most out of Bryce right now, it's going to be Thomas Brown. And we're going to see what he really made of next week. So, yeah. RTP, how you feeling?
Interesting thought.
Wonderful.
You don't say.
Yeah, well, on that note, we know they got a hell of a game coming up with them in Atlanta. I can't wait to see it. This is a playoff game, guys.
Playoff game.
This is a
division game of the week.
This is put up or shut up at this moment.
Who y'all think will win?
Woo. I got the Bucks, man. I got the Bucks. Fuck it. I got the Bucks. I'm gonna go out there and say the Bucks. The Bucks gonna win this.
Who you got, Pop?
Well, I already said the Bucks gonna win the division, but I think Atlanta's gonna win this one.
Atlanta gonna beat the Bucks?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh hell. Well, it is what it is.
Shout out to my third cousin out there.
Yeah, shout out to Red Swarm. This is the day where I should see Red Swarm click a goddamn link of any day.
Yeah, Red, this your time. This is your time to click the link when we drop it. If we drop it.
Correct time, they saying.
That fucker wait where we right in the middle of Panther News to bring his black ass right on up in here. Terry Fontaine Jr.
Yeah, now you can talk about Terry Fontaine. Now you can talk about Mickey Loomis and all them motherfuckers.
What up?
They're gonna be.
Man, you
got a little echo.
Your mic ain't even on.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
Echo?
Yeah, it's a bad echo.
It's coming a little bit better now.
Where's the
I
echo?
don't hear the echo.
There you go.
Now
There
you
you
good
go.
now.
No echo? We good?
No echo now.
Good.
Okay. My bad. I was playing the new Spider-Man game, man. I completely forgot about this. I had one of my people go to my gaming stream and was like, "Bro, you gonna be at the NFC South RoundTable?" I was like, "Oh shit!" I completely forgot, bro. I was stuck on that PS Live. My fault.
How is Bryce Young doing on there? He doing his thing?
Bryce Young doing on what?
Here we go.
You know he's Spider-Man.
Are you talking about Brian Burns?
No,
Bryce
Bryce
Young.
Young.
Was Spider-Man.
Why you say
Nah,
Spider-Man?
yeah.
What am I missing?
Now, Bryce Young was at some kind of costume party or something, and he was Spider-Man.
At the
They
hospital,
did
yeah,
for the kids.
Yeah,
At
for the
the
kids.
hospital with
And
the kids
he dressed up like Spider-Man. You know, now they're saying he look like, Morales or whatever. So I'm asking you, how's he doing on there? You know what I mean?
And the kids in the hospital were like, "Hey, where do we get our suits?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was for
They
the
was
sick
like,
kids.
who cares? That's what the kids said. Who cares?
That's Jack. Yeah, really.
Yep. We went there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Where's Wolf?
He said he coming.
Yeah,
He could be a
said gonna
little
be
late today.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I knew that'd be
And
the
you
first
know,
person you asked for.
Oh, I mean,
pretty
you know, we
sure,
are
pretty sure
playing.
Till on the way, cause you know, this is an important week for all you guys,
Oh
man. You know,
man.
this is the week. This is the Super Bowl for y'all to tell who's gonna be the top of the division.
Not really. We know. I already told you guys, man, what
Oh,
it
it's Big
is.
Bake. That's what
Come
it
on,
is.
man. It ain't even Big Bake, bro. We're a better team. We're a high quality team right now, bro. Like, if we
High
had
Nah,
quality
Peter,
team.
just put it like this: if
Peter,
we had a top 10 quarterback, we're a Super Bowl contending team, bro. Like, we're a high powered team. We got a lot. This is a Super Bowl. This is the same. This team is better. Well, besides not having Antoine and Grunk and all that, but besides Antoine and Grunk, this team is better all around than the Super Bowl team.
Mm.
Defensively, we're
so
better, except for JPP. JPP and Shaq was better too. So our edges were better. But
Peter,
Mm.
can I ask you a question?
the D line overall is better. The secondary is way better. The O line is way better. The only thing that is the quarterback, bro. Like our quarterback is the only thing.
Can I
At
ask you a
least you
question, Peter?
recognize it. Go ahead, Pop.
Peter, I made a comment and caught hell for me judging Carr and what I've seen Carr do over the future. One of my best friends, he's a Raiders fan, so when me and him talk, I've learned so much about Derek Carr. And one thing that came up about Derek Carr assessing him was, which the game he just played, he never wins the game when he has the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter. He never does. When it's time to win it,
Yeah.
he never
You
wins the
notice he
game.
always coming up with some hurt surgery. Oh, something's wrong with me.
My nuts.
Every
My
time.
nuts.
Here we
Damn,
go.
I
Crunch
busted my
time.
nut.
Every crunch time, he comes
Damn.
with something to have some type of excuse, bro. Every time.
Here we go.
Take
Listen,
that, Saint. Take that.
I try to tell Saint fans, in the off season, I said, listen, if y'all don't think you have a head case on your hands with Derek Carr, y'all not paying attention. That man could not stop talking about Las Vegas Raiders, bro. He could not stop talking about them every day, every time he was in a press conference. How's the offense? How's the offense going over there in the training camp? Offense is doing good. I mean, we got a player like Michael Thomas. I had a player like Michael Thomas in Las Vegas. His name is Devontae Adams, and it's like, bro, stop bringing up the rate he brought up. Ask
He
any Saints
hurt.
fans, bro. Oh yeah, he was hurt, but even they said one time, how do you like Saints? And he was like, the Saints good. The Saint fans are good out here. I feel the love, but I mean, that's until I throw an interception or do something wrong, right? And it was like, bro, like he was already foreshadowing doing something bad, and people being mad at him. Like he's a head case right now. The Raiders messed that man up. He is a head case right now, and you're seeing it on the field. Over there yelling at Olave when he threw it out of bounds. Like, bro, what are you yelling at him for?
Which you should be yelling at yourself. So I think right now that my statement is still holding up to what I said. When he has the ball now, that tight end should have caught that ball. That wasn't on him.
Yeah.
But the other three plays, what were those? They were trash. They were trash. So
yeah,
it is what it is, man. Shout out to Clack 5 White. Shout out to James Jones, Mudbone, Red. We know we see you in there, but Pewter gonna come in and talking shit. We can't stop it. He on point.
But you said right now what you said. He should have caught that ball, and he should have. He should have. But it's like that saying is, man. Bad teams find a way to lose. Good teams find a way to win. Let's be honest. It's the NFL. It's football. Every team's gonna have a bad win. You know what I'm saying, or a bad loss. Every team has it. It happens. It's football. Crap happens. But this ain't the first time. They lost off of a field goal. Missing a field goal. They lost, different ways. And when a team is showing you their colors, you got to be like, hey, this is who we are, man. It is what it is.
Real quick,
And they on your ass, Pewter.
Michael Woman with the $4.99. He said, "This guy is delusional, y'all. Y'all ain't played nobody good, and when you did, y'all got smoked off the field.
Bro,
y'all are the same category as Falcons. No QB.
No.
Appreciate
No.
that, man.
I'm
Appreciate
gonna
that.
tell you. Let me tell you why. Who is it, Michael? Let me tell you, Michael. Let me tell you why we're not in the same category, right? Yes, you're right. When we play somebody, we get smoked, but it's only because of one position. Technically, it's two things: our first year OC and the quarterback. Now, don't get me wrong; they're very important positions. I'm not gonna lie about that. But we're not in the same position as the Falcons. Why? Because we have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. They know how to win playoff games. They know how to win a Super Bowl. We got an O line that's playing way better than the Falcons O line. We got the only thing Falcons got is the running back situation. That's the only thing, you know. Their quarterback is bad, and we got a situation in our quarterback, even though our quarterback can do better than their quarterback. Their quarterback just can't throw the ball, period. Like he can't even play catch. You know what I'm saying? So even though I still say that's the same situation, we have a quarterback problem. Our defense knows how to play championship football. Our team knows how to play championship football. Our head coach, which everybody in the South has been sleeping on, the coaching department, our head coach and our coaching staff knows how to coach, knows how to call plays, knows how to game plan championship football, playoff football. We know how to win. That's the difference. Everybody in the division has won games, but everybody's won tough games. We've won easy games. We've lost big and we won big. When we beat the Saints, we just rolled over them. When we beat the Falcons, the Vikings, we just rolled over them. The Bears, we rolled over them. Everybody else in the division, whether you're playing the Packers, whether you're playing the Panthers, whether you're playing whoever it is, they're barely winning games. They got to hope that they get the game-winning field goal or the game-winning drive. Us, we win in the fourth quarter comfortably. Why? Because we know how to play the game. We know how to win.
Shout out to little LV. He's a Dolphin supporter. Glad to see you in the chat, man. Hope you're enjoying the show.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I mean, how can y'all be putting up them big points when we scored the most points in the NFC South?
I didn't say nothing about putting up big points. I said winning games comfortably. Most people would say that that's putting up a lot of points.
A tub. You got to be up at least a tub or two tubs on somebody.
That means you're at least a possession or two possessions and comfortable. You've played games where you're only a touchdown ahead or maybe 10 points ahead, but you know, bro, for them to get a touchdown, oh my God, it's going to take the world and more. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, comfortably, you know they don't got a chance to go down the field on you. They just can't. They've been struggling all game. They got no chance. Maybe one time they can get down the field, but there's no way they're going to do it two times.
Oh, he's saying defense, not points-wise. Got him.
Yeah, I'm just saying comfortably. You know, in the game, you know you got control of the game. It's like there's nothing they can do. They might get a score, but they're not going to be able to double down on you.
CJ, I just had him to clean it up because he was – some people in the back might say that you were saying comfortably like you was up a tub or two
I hear you.
tubs on this.
Goat, I'm with you. I was confused too, man.
I hear you. Yeah, most people would take it as that. So thank you for asking that question. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like just comfortably, we know, okay, we got this game wrapped up. You know.
Okay.
Do you think that after this season's over with that y'all gonna jump up there and get one of these 7 quarterbacks that look like they're starters?
I hope to God that's the plan. And again, I love Baker, man. I appreciate what Baker's doing for me. But when you got a standard, you know, when you came from Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? And even before that, like again, people hating on Jameis. Listen to the Saint fans now. They hoping Jameis hit that field, bro. They know Jameis can throw that rock. Like, I get it, people like to clown Jameis, but he can throw that rock, bro. Like, if you got a good coaching staff that'll help him limit the turnovers, you got you a baller. And Jameis is about that life. Jameis is about that bright lights, that playoff atmosphere. That's when he wants to, like, shine the most. He don't got pressure. There's no such thing as pressure with Jameis. So when you come from that and then Tom Brady and that greatness and that efficiency and that production, it's hard to have a quarterback where he's missing 3 touchdowns down the field of wide open players. You get what I'm saying? Like, we got to get back to that. Like, I'm not going to sit here and settle with Baker. And yeah, Baker could get better, but I know what Baker is. Y'all know who Baker is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Buck fans have never sat here and act like we thought Baker was something special. We know who Baker is. Like, we're not trying to act like he's something special. So he can get us in the playoffs. He can even win us a playoff game. And you know, he can look good doing it. And I wouldn't be mad if he's the bridge quarterback for next year. But I just don't see him as the future. We have to pick somebody up where I can say, okay, that's the future. Because
So,
sooner
Pete,
or later, go ahead.
I got a question. So how long have Baker been in the league?
I think they said 6 years. I'm not 1,000% sure. I think they said this. I think they said 6 years.
So how can he get? So how can he get better? What do you mean by that?
No, I mean better in the system, not better as him. Better like him understanding the system. Okay. Yeah, understanding the system, getting better with the chemistry weapons.
He could get better because what's his name got better for Seattle, so it's not like it can't be done. I mean,
yeah,
I just don't know who's gonna sit around and wait for him. But shout out Rogue Blue, he's a Detroit fan.
Gino, right away, you saw him hitting. You know what I'm saying? You saw him dotting right away with the Seattle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No hesitation.
Baker's still missing wide open throws. You know, so it's like the arm talent is okay. It's not elite. It's not top 5 arm talent.
You don't got no zip to it neither.
Yeah, it's just you can just see like we can definitely at quarterback we can get better. We can get better. He can do the job, but when you hit the playoffs, there ain't no time to, I got to warm my quarterback up. Ain't no time for that, bro. You got to be on point, ready to go. You got to be hot all the time. Yep. You got to be ready to fire back.
Speaking of that, they got y'all, okay, y'all win the division, y'all going to the playoffs, and y'all picked like number, I think it was 25, 24 or something like that, and they got y'all projected to get Texas quarterback. Was J.J. Elder, and that's his name,
Ewers.
Quinn
Ewers.
Quinn. I'm thinking of JJ. What's that? Miss Quinn Ewers.
McCarthy. Yeah.
So that, and like you said, if Baker's a bridge for him, which he'll probably be Baker out for the end of the year, that's a good quarterback for y'all.
Yeah, I haven't checked. I don't like to look at draft because I try to stay in the season game by game. So I
evidently don't like to look at your team either, Pewter.
Why you say that?
Here we go. Hey,
Red in the building.
Why you say that, Red?
Third cuz, before you get the shooting off, hold on. Let me just say this. Pop got these Bryce Young pictures in his stash box. And I just want to shout out Bryce Young real quick. Hey, Bryce, how you feeling this morning?
Well, I'm preparing. We got a lot of things we're going to do. Me and Brown are setting up some new plays. Just working very hard. Eating salad and shrimp.
Boy, y'all stupid.
We're doing good. Nice to see you, JSU.
Appreciate that, Bryce.
Hey, Bryce, how do you feel about Brown play calling now?
I can't hear with
Godak's Bryce Young. How do he feel about Brown as the new caller?
He's great. He gets his barbershop good review. He breaks things down. He explains everything from A to B. 1, 2, 3s, and I really like it.
Appreciate that, Bryce. Third cuz, welcome to the panel. What's going on?
To you, Bryce.
What's up? What's up, family? What's up, Pewter?
What's going on, Swar?
Hey, man. Game day weekend, homeboy.
Yeah.
We finally
somebody gonna get their ass whooped.
Yeah, somebody gonna get their ass whooping. We finally gonna get to see who's gonna win this sorry division.
We already seen it, man.
Y'all let that fall on deaf ears.
We already seen who's gonna win this division, bro.
Hey, Pewter. This is what I want to ask you. Oh, no. We got somebody here to combat that cocky shit. Hey, Pewter, so many times, bro, I done heard you elevate this ball club and show us them funky little stepchildren you got over there that actually belong to, one of them belong to Tom Brady, that don't belong to the Buccaneers. But you keep talking about this team, this championship level team you got. I'll give you that they won the most recent Super Bowl in our division. But Peter, I really and truly failed to see this team being championship without Tom Brady. Now, I might be the only one in the channel on the chat today who sees it this way. I don't believe I am. But around the NFC South, most of us think that Tom Brady, y'all bought that championship. And the piece that y'all bought to get it is no longer there. So I fail to see. I mean, you keep throwing up Mike Evans and Godwin and these other players, but you know, why didn't they win the championship before Brady got there with those players?
Well, Peter, can I? Let me take that real quick before you go real quick. I
Yeah,
think
Bryce.
what people
Go ahead, Bryce.
I think what people are getting misconstrued with what Pewter is saying.
Oh, popping back.
What Pewter is saying is that he believes in Baker more than y'all believe in Ritter.
What popping? Let me. I'll double back to that one. And that's a good point.
Questions, though, Swarm?
Yeah, I want you to.
So that what you Bryce, what you said was true, but it's not just that. I want to answer the question that he was talking about. So,
Hi, computer.
So first of all, when you say that we bought our championship, that usually means like we went with the salary cap and went crazy in free agency, right?
Well, Pewter, let me hold you for 1 second. Pause if you would, right there for a second, because I want to ask the rest of the panel members this. Am I the only one who feels that way, or are there others who feel that?
No, you're not.
Okay,
They bought that shit.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel that way, right?
I wanted you to know this wasn't just me hating.
No,
Pewter.
you're not even hating. I wouldn't even consider it hating. I think a lot of people feel like that, and I think from the untrained eye, you would think that, right? But it's not really true.
Now you finna educate us. So since I'm untrained, please school me.
Because when the Saints won their Super Bowl, they bought.
Let's keep it on the Bucks now. No, listen, you training me, and I'm not intelligent enough to follow all these different avenues that you're gonna take me. Now keep it on one street, Tampa Bay Street.
It's the same street. We talking about the same thing. You said we bought our championship. Do you guys feel like the Saints bought their championship?
But that's not the question before you right now.
But I know. But
you see, you're moving it. You're moving it now. You're moving it.
It's not moving. We're staying on this street. I just need you to answer that question. The question is, do you feel like the Saints bought their championship?
It wasn't bought, it was given.
No. I don't feel like they bought it. I do not.
Okay, now when you say you bought, like we went and bought something, that's like saying we went grocery shopping or something. In reality, the Saints brought more people to their team than the Tampa Bay Bucks did.
Q, you hear this shit, Q?
Yes, listen to me. It was
yes, sir.
Think about this. Gronkowski, if you talk about starters, Gronkowski,
he came with Brady.
Yeah, yes. Brady, Gronkowski, Leonard Fournette, Ryan Jensen, who we got from the Ravens, our center. Who else?
See, Poppin', all you had to do was leave him alone, Poppin'.
That's four.
He can't handle it. Handle it.
That's four starters. Antonio. No, he wasn't a starter.
No,
he wasn't a starter.
He wasn't on it yet.
He was like fourth string. He wasn't a starter. Who was our safeties? No.
Yeah, you having a hard time remembering. But this is what I want to tell you. Though.
I'm not done. That's only four. That's only four starters on our offense.
You're making my case. You highlight how important Brady was.
No, I'm not. So that's four starters. That's four starters on this offense, and then on defense, JPP, Ndamukong Suh, and Shaq Barrett. Three starters on the defense. That's it. So 7 players out of the offense and defense are the only ones that wasn't drafted or signed undrafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So why then did you bring up Mike Evans and Chris Godwin out of all those other players? You couldn't pull but those two out your ass.
So we're gonna get to that right now. I just want to let you know that that's only 7 players. So if you don't consider what Saints did buying their championship. I don't know why you would consider us buying.
So it's a total different. And I'll tell you quickly. So, since you don't want to deal with your team, you want to deal with the Saints. And I can dispense this very quickly. Completely different set of circumstances. Why? The Saints, we feel like the league had a hand in them getting to the Super Bowl because of the things that happened in Katrina.
I don't care about why they won the Super Bowl. I don't care about I don't care about why they won the Super Bowl. I'm asking you if you felt like they bought.
And my answer was very clearly no. And so was Jay Issues.
So that's what I'm saying. When someone that brought in more people to win the Super Bowl didn't buy their Super Bowl, we brought in less people.
You haven't named one person that they brought in though. To point to them buying something. You haven't named one person on the Saints team. Yeah, and that's why I told you that I don't agree with you.
I know for a fact that they brought in more people than we did.
Name them then, since you have it down for a fact.
I already did this. I didn't write it down.
Don't do that. You did not consult your computer one time when you pulled those names out. When you pulled Gronk out.
Listen. Are we trying to know the facts? Are we trying to know the facts, or are you just trying to argue? Like I'm telling you,
if you're trying to get him to prove it,
yeah, exactly.
He's not a Saints fan.
He's a Buck fan. I understand that, and I understand giving him time to research those numbers or those players that he's talking about. But what I'm saying to you, Peter, is I don't need that because I don't agree with your premise that they bought their Super Bowl like you did.
I
really don't want to go down this line. I really don't want to go down this line.
I never said I thought they bought their Super Bowl, though.
That's not fair, Red.
I didn't say they bought their Super Bowl.
You're right, Poppin. You're right, Poppin. You're right.
Do you think the Bucks bought their Super Bowl? We said yes. He said, okay, why not the Saints? They brought in more players. He was like, well, name it.
I agree with you, Poppin. He should be given a fair chance to make his argument.
So I agree. So again, I'm not even saying the Saints bought their Super Bowl. I don't care how they got their Super Bowl. Don't matter to me. But what I'm saying is you can't sit there and say, no, they didn't buy it, and then say we bought it when we brought in only 7 people that started for us. Like we barely brought anybody. Everybody else was homegrown. So now let's get to what was the other question.
But I think you're missing my premise, though, Pewter, and we can go back to the one that Poppin asked. But I think you're missing my premise. My premise is not that y'all only brought in 7 players, so essentially it was the same team. My premise is you brought in one huge acquisition.
Yes.
Who has won more Super Bowl rings than any other quarterback in NFL history.
What else?
And he made the difference. Huh?
Yes.
What else did Brady do to the game? What else did he do?
He changed
it. I'll tell you what Brady did. And I'll tell you what Brady did. And here's the crazy part. Brady wasn't the biggest factor. Brady wasn't the biggest piece we brought in.
I ain't gonna even light him up. Y'all please have y'all turn with this bullshit, man.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know who the biggest piece was that we brought in? Take a guess.
Not your head coach. Not your head coach.
No,
not your head coach.
I'm talking about players. I'm talking about players. I'm
gonna tell you who I think. I'm gonna tell you who I think, but y'all ain't gonna agree. But I think it was Fournette.
No.
Nope.
Was it Paul?
Playoff Lenny.
Playoff Lenny. He wasn't it though.
No.
Okay. I'm curious.
The biggest player that we brought, not the biggest player, but the player that made the biggest difference that we brought in was Gronkowski.
And Poppin, I was going to say what you said aside from Brady, but that is Gronkowski. I mean, Brady's Robin. Yeah. That's his Robin.
I forgot.
Not only did it help Gronkowski gel Brady with the younger players, it helped Brady have a blanket. And not only did it help Brady have a blanket, but to when they just doing things because they just know each other. Not only that, but he also was a big help protecting Brady on the O-line.
Let me tell you one other thing that
run game
that validates your point, Pewter. I don't disagree with you. Last season validates it.
Yeah.
So what I would say to you is last season without Gronk, this season without Gronk or Brady, you're back to being the Bucks.
Well, here's the part that you're missing because this is what you're saying. You think You think it was one player that made all of this a Super Bowl team? It wasn't.
I disagree with you that there were two.
I know, but I'm gonna tell you why. What changed the Bucs, right? The reason why Buck fans feel comfortable, what changed the Bucs was the culture, was Bruce Arians.
Facts,
when Bruce Arians came here, that's what changed the Bucs. That's what changed the culture. Bruce Arians and Todd Bowles. It wasn't until
and Peter, you're only making my point that none of it was built. None of it was built.
It was built. What are you talking about?
Okay.
When Bruce Arians and Todd Bowles got here, you know what they did? They said bye to Gerald McCoy. They said bye to a first round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, in the middle of the season. They said bye to a second round pick, Noah Spence. They got rid of Fat that even I didn't want to get rid of. That I was like, no, they're one of our best players. They cut Fat out. They went and they breeded players that we already have that were like, and made them better and trained them up and showed them how to play, showed them how to win. They took a young defense that was a first-year and second-year defense when you talk about the secondary, linebackers and Devin White, and they trained them and they showed them how to play Todd Bowles' defense. And it took them till the end of the first year for them to start clicking.
I'll give you that on the defensive side of the ball. I'll give you that over there.
Offense was already clicking. Offense was already number one, number
before
two.
Before Brady got there?
Yes, before.
I don't even know who y'all quarterback was. It was Jameis Winston. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Before Bruce Arians got there, we was already the number one and the number two passing offense. Before Bruce Arians even got there. Yeah, interceptions, whatever. But passing wise, we were already top 5 in scoring, and we were already the number 1 or the number 2 passing offense.
How many playoff games did y'all win with that team?
Red. Let a man finish a thought.
All right, Q.
Let him finish a thought. He's trying to plead a case.
I jumped in here because Pewter come on here like that team demands some respect for being what it used to be.
And let me break it down. So I just explained the defense, how the defense got better under Todd Bowles, smart game planning, knew how to develop players, got players better that we didn't think would be anything, made them better, made our defense better towards the end. They started figuring it out. Offense was already deadly before Bruce Arians with Dirk Cutter, all that. There was already number 1, number 2 offense passing the ball, right? Obviously, we had interception problems, but as far as getting down the field, as far as scoring touchdowns, that was already top 5 before Bruce even got here. Todd Bowles gets here. They get rid of Jameis after that for the turnovers. They bring in Brady.
Thank you, MDJ.
Brady has weapons. He already has the scoring weapons. He already has everything he needs. He just don't need to throw interceptions. That was what made the difference. That's what made us a championship. But we already had the defense. The offense was already there. We just needed a quarterback that wouldn't turn over the ball. That's what made it a championship team. We still have the same team.
Just because you say a lot don't mean you're saying something. What I'm saying is, and Q, I know you told me to let him speak. This is what I'm gonna say.
Well, in order to get a complete thought, you gotta let him speak, man. So you go ahead, Red Swan. But after that, you gonna have to cut back now.
And I'm cool because this is all I'm gonna say. I have more respect for a team that does it the right way, and y'all didn't do it. Say what you will about the Falcons, say what you will about the Panthers. These boys know that my pick for the beginning of the season was the Falcons and the Panthers. The Panthers they may have the record they have, we may have the record we have. We may be having quarterback struggles, but I don't give a damn because this is what I stand on. As Wiley likes to say as a Mason, standing on my square. This is what I stand on. You build your team through the draft and free agency. You don't go out and bring over the winningest quarterback in NFL history, Super Bowl victories, and say, now go get us a Super Bowl. You can do it. Y'all did it. But don't deny it. That's what y'all do. I'm done, Q.
Okay. So now that you're done, let me say this. Antoine Winfield, rookie, drafted. Jordan Whitehead, third year player, drafted. Mike Edwards, second-year player, or third safety, drafted. Carlton Davis, third-year player, starting corner, drafted. Jamel Dean and Sean Murphy-Bunting, second-year player, drafted. That's our second corner and our nickel corner. Vita Vea, drafted, third-year player. Devin White, second-year player, drafted. Levante David, drafted. Shaq Barrett wasn't drafted. JPP wasn't drafted. And Dominican Sue wasn't drafted. That's 3 players. Let's go to the offense. Alex Kappa, guard, drafted. Donovan Smith, tackle, drafted. Tristan Wirfs, our other tackle, drafted. Let me see. What was our other guard? Ali Marpet, second round, drafted. The only ones wasn't drafted was Ryan Jensen and Fournette, Gronkowski, and Tom Brady. 4 players. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, who's the guy that y'all got from us? Scotty Miller. That's first, second, and third wide receiver, all drafted.
Now, Red, he just laid it out to your ass.
That's
and
who
let
won the
you,
Super Bowl.
He let you hear just now that those were drafted players, homebred, fed Buccaneers.
And
I hate to tell you.
I said first year, second year, and third year players we did it with. Those were all our draftees. First year, second year, and third year players besides Levante David. Oh, and William Golston, who was as long as Levante David. He was drafted too, next to Ndamukong Suh.
Now, this the time your ass should be talking, Red.
No, you asked me to be quiet. You asked me to be quiet.
No. And I told you to let him finish a thought.
I respectfully did that. So, Pewter, Q,
there you go.
Have you finished your thought?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what my response retort is. You drafted all those players. And how good do they look minus Tom Brady and Gronk?
Great. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Levante,
you stay with that. You stay with that.
Okay.
You stay with that. Y'all heard that shit? He say this team looks great.
Yes. Yes.
To him. Now, Pewter, hold on. Me and you did all the talking. Q. What's going on? Does this team that they have this year and last year, with all these drafted players that he ran down without looking at the computer, do they look as great to you as you think they do to Pewter?
I'm going to be real. They're surprisingly good this year. And that's only because the injuries that they had, they basically got the same team that they went to the Super Bowl with and they won the NFC South with and the NFC. It's just that the number one holdback to them is going to be the quarterback. And what Pewter is saying, I don't disagree with, because if you remove Baker and you put one of these other better quarterbacks in those positions, they have a team that can go out and compete. None of us.
All right, host, let me get your last word. And then I'm going to go to...
No, Red, he telling the truth. The truth is welcome. Because last year, they got decimated by the injury bug. That's what I tried. Yeah. I've been telling people that the whole time. If Brady was on that team last year, that was the same goddamn team. They could have ran it back. Team. They could have went back to back. They'd have had a little bit of trouble, a little struggle, because that's a young team. He just told you.
I will push
2 or 3 year guys.
I will push on this.
I
will push on this. We still wouldn't have been able to run it back because Brady was done last year.
And Brady also Gronk wasn't there last year.
So and quarterback was your hindrance. That's what you were saying the whole time.
Yes. The whole time.
Well, Pewter,
and that's why
since that's your team, I'm gonna still push on you, because they came to the point right now at the trade deadline, and they'd end up getting somebody to get y'all over the hump. But y'all, if y'all didn't get hit by the injury bug like you did, you lost your whole damn offensive line last year.
So for GOAT and for Q, and maybe even popping a little bit, but I think I know where JSU stand with this bullshit we hear in Third Cousin. This is. Let me see if I can pose my question in a different fashion, because I'm seeking. I don't mind missing I don't mind losing an intelligent, bona fide debate. In fact, I welcome it and I love it. Political science was my major for my undergrad degree. But let me ask you this: so, is this a Super Bowl team as it's currently constructed?
No.
Okay.
No.
But Pewter know that though.
I don't know
he
if
can't
Peter
win.
does.
that.
I don't know if
He
Peter
know he
does.
can't win no.
Yeah.
He don't know. He know he can't win no Super Bowl with this fucking team the way it is
can't
right
buy
now.
that.
I just said, and let me
You
say
just
it like
said it.
this. Maybe this will be a better way of saying it. We have championship units.
That's
we don't
what he
have a
said.
championship
That's what he
team.
said.
We don't have a championship team. A team means
look.
okay, with this roster, let's go win a championship. We have a championship unit. I think our D-line is good. I wouldn't consider our D-line. I would look at like elite, great, good, average, and bad. Those are the
That's
tiers.
not what I heard you say, though.
I know. I'm breaking it
I
down.
didn't hear you
even
say
further.
championship units.
I know. I said we have a championship team, but we just don't have the quarterback, and we got a first year OC. So that's why now I'm breaking it down differently to maybe clear it up a little bit better.
You heard that, Poppy.
What I'm saying is we have championship units, right? We got our defense is ready to win a championship, right? Our offense is ready to win a championship, except our quarterback, which is a big part, and our first year OC. Everybody else is ready to hit the ground running.
I feel like why y'all won't make any moves in this
no, I know we won't.
Time right now, because it's exactly what you're saying, like, because we don't have our quarterback here. Because if y'all did, like, if y'all had a bona fide franchise quarterback, I can see y'all going to get a Henry right now.
Y'all really gonna hate this.
I can see y'all going out here trying to get what's his name that went to Atlanta. Because I think y'all need another wide receiver.
Well, y'all Bucks fans have hushed my mouth. Y'all Bucks fans have hushed my mouth today. So
I would say,
hold on, Brad.
What do you mean, y'all?
It's all
y'all Buck fan. What the fuck you mean, y'all?
It's all good. I'll explain it, Q.
I ain't no guy. I ain't no motherfucking Buck fan.
Go ahead on,
Pop. I will
Come
say
on,
this.
Red.
I know. I've said that. I know I've said this before on this channel, Q.
Yeah, they do.
But Pop, I know we're not going to do anything in the trade deadline, and the reason why I know that is because I've told you guys before. This is a throwaway season. This is a throwaway year for us. We are doing.
He win if he win either damn way. It's a throwaway season, but they got a championship team in a few areas. You win either way. I wish I had no hands sitting at the table.
Let me explain.
I have heard him say. Yes. We will win the division and go in the first round and lose. That's exactly.
He's very politically and savvy with his speech.
Listen,
sitting there rocking in his chair.
Red,
He's very political.
What you want the nigga to say, Red? God damn.
No, I like what he's saying.
I
like what he's saying.
Boy, you a difficult motherfucker today, boy. God damn.
You grew up with one just like me, your brother. You know what time it is. So that's
I said this before. We are doing exactly what the Saints should have did, which was bite the bullet. We have bad contracts. Because of the year that we ran it back after we won the championship, we brought everybody back. That put us in a lot of bad contracts. We're paying for it now. So this is why I'm saying it's a throwaway year. We're not picking nobody up because we're trying to get our contracts right to try to make another run. But this year is strictly biting the bullet. We're not bringing nobody in. We're not getting any more contracts. We're biting the bullet. We're resetting our contracts, and then we're going to start handing out the contracts to all the
players. That, Goat?
That's what we're doing.
So Kendall, you hear this?
I heard.
What did we talk about? What did we talk about in the offseason when we couldn't find Pewter and we couldn't find Till? What did we talk about? Teams who was rebuilding, youth movement versus these other two teams in the division, right?
But what else did we talk about, Ray?
Out his own mouth. He just let it out his own mouth.
I said what out my own mouth?
I hadn't picked on Till. I ain't picked on the Saints because Till or nobody else ain't in here.
But Ray,
many people view y'all and the Saints in the same predicament. You're trying to win with the old establishment, and those players are gone.
No, we definitely not doing what the Saints are doing.
Nah, that's not what he's saying.
Well, we were saying this whole time when the Bucks was down, we say, okay, Tom Brady just retired. They're looking for a reset at quarterback. Until then, we thought that they were going to go in this season and possibly not even try to win any games so they can get like a Caleb Williams or a Drake.
I don't know if I buy that.
That's what we were assessing.
It came out of our GM's mouth. It came out of our GM's mouth that and Baker's that Baker came to us. Baker came to our GM, Jason Light, and said, I want to play for you guys. And our GM told him, we're set at quarterback. Like, we have our guy at quarterback, Kyle Trask. And Baker told him, just give me a chance, take a chance on me. And our GM said it. You know what? We said, hey, we could get Baker for cheap. You know what? Bring him in. The whole time, what we were going to do was assess and see what we have in Kyle Trask while we just bite the bullet, let these contracts play out for this year. And then next year we'll be like 60 million, a little bit more than that over the cap. And we'll have room to redo the contracts and do everything and be right. And we're not giving players back contracts like the Saints are doing, giving them extensions. That's why everyone's making a big deal about Mike Evans. It's not that we don't want to pay Mike Evans. It's that we got to pay Antoine Winfield. We got to pay Tristan Wirfs. We got to pay Devin White. We got to pay who else? There's so many young players that we got to pay. So we're letting this year play out to see, okay, Devin played to this type of contract. Okay. Antoine Winfield played to this type of contract. Okay. So now when we pay them, okay, now what can we afford to pay with Mike Evans? We're trying to get our contracts right. We're not trying to mess it up. So
I can accept that argument. I can see that.
So that's what we're doing. So that's why we're not bringing nobody in. That's why we're not trying to, let's go for the champion. We're not, This is just let everything play out. And then next year, see if we draft our quarterback, see if we even get a quarterback like Kirk Cousins in the free agents. That's not off the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could try to do the whole Brady thing again. We don't know. But right now, we're just letting the contracts play out. And then next year, we'll see where all our cards are, and then we'll go from there. And that's what we're doing.
Real quick, because I don't like seeing this side of red, man. Because
come on, Poppin', man, it's a round table, homeboy.
I feel like I'm hearing a little scared in your voice.
Oh no! Hell to the no! Hell no!
I think what Red is doing is calling out niggas that had their team like on this pedestal. And if it's a Super Bowl, y'all only missing one player, then why you can't plug and play a quarterback?
Jay, thank you, Jay.
We could.
Thank you.
But y'all have the same pieces.
But what do you mean?
No,
we could have the same pieces and just play and plug the quarterback. We're not trying to do that this year.
They're trying to get their contracts right.
Exactly. So we're not trying to like sit there and put more on the back contracts we have. We're like, let it play out, and then we'll go grab that one quarterback. And hopefully we have the contract situations where we have the same team and we do exactly what you're saying. Plug and play.
Exactly what the quarterback. That's exactly where the Falcons and Panthers are at right now.
Right.
So you're behind us in that level of development.
Not really, because we have a team. Y'all don't have a team.
No.
You don't have a
popping.
You say they ain't got a team?
In theory, record-wise, maybe. But in theory, in the way that we're building these teams, and that's why I said at the beginning of the season, I said, Goat, please help me. Did we not say that we were mirror images? Please help me, Goat.
Here's the difference. That's
a fact. That's a fact.
Here's the difference.
And I mean it's a true statement. Everybody around here don't want to admit it. All of us has done damn near the same type of shit. You just said we might go and try Kirk Cousins. We done that shit.
Right.
That's what Red trying to expose.
Sam Darnold was Kirk Cousins for us.
But
that's what Red trying to expose.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference, Jay. Red, who is your team?
You know what I'm saying? I did it again.
Who is your team? Who for this year and next year? Who is your team, Jay? Red.
My team?
Yeah.
My team is a.
No, name the players.
No. I'm gonna try to be concise. Okay. Oh, players. You don't want me to talk about. You don't want me to talk about the path that we're on. Okay. The players.
No. I said we have our team already. You said you're in the same boat. Who's your team for this?
It's easier for me to name the players that won't be here that I see going forward.
But we don't care about won't. We're talking about who's most likely going to be your starter and the backup for this year and next year.
Oh man, so our entire offensive line, with the exception of probably a center.
Okay.
How
many of them did you draft? Just for a side note.
All of them.
For a side note. Okay. Continue.
Yeah. Kyle Pitts, Jonnu Smith was traded for 3 years. That's 2 tight ends. Drake London. I don't think of any wide receivers beyond that unless Van Jefferson shows good this year. He can be a number 2 wide receiver, I think.
So 2, 3, 4 question mark, right?
No. 1 question mark.
You just said Drake London.
2 question marks, 2 wide receivers.
So 3
2
and 4.
wide receivers.
I mean 2 and 3.
And I said center, so let's say 3. Okay.
Okay.
The backfield, no question marks there.
Got you.
My hope is that I have a different quarterback next year, which is the biggest piece.
So around 4 question
My
marks.
hope. Yeah. That's offensive side of the ball.
Okay.
Defensive, we need a defensive end to replace Calais Campbell. Okay. The ones that we have are on 1-year contracts, so I think we grab a defensive end in the draft next year.
Okay.
That's why I said it's easy for me to name those. We have 2 tackles that are under contract that are going to be here. They're long in the tooth. Grady Jarrett, David Omanyata, who is balling this year. If you look at his defensive tackle rankings. So I think that we have to get some depth there to learn behind those guys. Cornerbacks are looking good. Cornerbacks are looking damn good. And our safety, we're probably going to get a safety in the draft. So we're probably going to turn over
linebackers.
Oh man, yeah, because we're gonna get a linebacker in the draft. So we're probably gonna have 5 new. We're gonna have 4 new starters. Yeah, they're playing, but we've got.
Like, that's what he's trying to find out which teams, which players are staying that you're gonna say that's your core group. That's what he's asking.
Right.
All of our linebackers are coming back next year, but I think we're gonna upgrade. I think we're gonna upgrade. All my secondary, all my linebackers are coming back. And I do think that we grab another safety because we just let one go. I think we're going to grab another safety in the higher rounds, maybe a 3rd round safety next year. This team is pretty complete. I would tell you that the most
like
obvious,
6 or 7
I would tell you that, but I don't see any of them having to be starters next year. I would tell you the one position that needs to be upgraded at the starter position is our quarterback. And that hurts the most for any team. Matter of fact, the quarterback play is sucky across the entire NFC South.
You just proved this point, though. Red.
I don't know, Poppin. I kind of lost track of what the topic of discussion was because Pewter took me on a tangent.
You do that a lot,
Red.
Bring your ass back.
No, I tried to, but Pewter went to talking about the Saints and all kind of other shit.
Yeah, Pewter got like 5 questions in one.
Thank you, Jay.
It was
Thank you, Jay.
The question was,
well, damn, I must be highly intelligent because I'm understanding all this.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Poppy, you are. I pay attention, and I'll tell you this: you're also the child of an educator, so I'm not surprised. But listen, don't let me get personal on this chat. I'm just telling you shit I know.
All I asked was, who was your team for this year, for the next 2 years? Right? We got Antoine Winfield, who again we drafted that I believe we're gonna give him a contract, right? We got Ryan Neal that's one question mark is the other safety, Ryan Neal, who I believe we're not gonna right now, he's not fitting for us. The backup we've had undrafted, we've had him for a couple years. I think we give him a small contract and he's gonna end up starting for us. So that's our 2 safeties. We already paid our corners, Carlton, Jamel Dean. We have our 3rd corner in Zion McCollum, who's balling out right now, 2nd-year player that we drafted. We got our nickel spot, who we got undrafted this year, who's balling out for us. We got that's the whole secondary done. So we ain't got to really worry about the secondary for the next I don't know how many years, unless we do something with that safety spot, that 2nd safety spot. But everything else is already done. We got Devin White. I expect us to give him a contract. You guys know who Devin White is. Levante, we already have his replacement in Servassier. He's a rookie this year, but we already have his replacement ready. So the linebacking inside linebacker should be good to go. D-line or outside linebacker, Joe Tryon. We already drafted Yaya, who's looking nice. So we got those 2 outside linebackers. I think we end up drafting somebody else and replacing Joe Tryon still. But without that said, we still got our outside linebackers set to go. because Shaq Barrett obviously is not going to be our guy for much longer. Vita Vea, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. We just did Kalijah Cansey, who you guys will get to meet very often. Comes tomorrow.
I doubt
our
it.
rookie. I guarantee you're going to meet him very often.
He ain't
tomorrow.
showed me nothing yet.
He's only played one game,
and he didn't show me nothing in that one.
He got
go
just
ahead.
as many pressures as Jalen Carter. So you will see something, I promise. What else? So we got him paired up with Vita Vea, so they're set already. And then we drafted Logan Hall. And who's on the other side? I think I'm missing somebody. Well, Logan Hall would be it would be Logan Hall and Kalijah Cansey. Logan Hall's a drafter, a person we drafted as well.
I liked him in the draft last year.
So
yeah.
So D-line's already set. So when I say my team is set, ready to go, my team is set, ready to go.
No, you just told me the defensive side.
Yeah,
you said shit about your backfield.
I'm gonna go offense.
Okay.
We got Mike Evans, who I believe we're gonna give a contract. Chris Godwin's already on a contract. We got Trey Palmer, who we just drafted. He's already got 2 touchdowns. Devin Tompkins, who Saints were like, who the hell is Devin Tompkins? We've had him for 2 years, undrafted rookie. This is
who is he?
He was an undrafted player 2 years ago, so he's been with us.
What position he play?
Wide receiver. Oh, okay. He was eating up the Saints in the slot. He's the one with the touchdown, with that Baker Mayfield scramble diving touchdown to seal the game. So we got him. So that's four. That's already 4 wide receivers deep. K. Dotton, we just drafted him. He's our starting tight end. We drafted him 2 years ago. This is his second year. We just drafted this year our rookie Peyton Duran. That's our other tight end. So the tight ends is set. Okay. Offensive line, Tristan Wirfs. You already know, best offensive lineman in football right now.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Listen, PFF says it. I'm not a big PFF guy, but
he better than the kid. He better than the kid with the Chargers.
He's literally the best offensive line, not best tackle, not best left tackle. Best offensive lineman in football right now, Tristan Wirfs. And again, I don't like PFF, but
you obviously like him. You just use him for support.
I would have said it without PFF, but I'm saying PFF so people don't think I'm just way out there going crazy, just saying nonsense. But gotcha. Tristan Wirfs as a tackle, Luke Gedicke's been balling out. Went against what's his name, Agent Hutchinson or whatever his name is from the Lions. Only gave up 1 pressure the whole game versus the Lions. So our tackles are set. We got Cody Mayock, rookie this year, doing his thing. Robert Hainsey, this is his 3rd year. He started for us all last year because of injury.
That's a name I never heard of. The other guys I've heard of, but not
that's
this
our
one.
center. That's our center. He's the one that came in for Ryan Jensen all last year when Ryan Jensen got hurt. So he's basically was our starter last year. Been doing the thing. He's the brains of the operation of the whole offensive line. And then we got Filer or whatever. We got him from the Tennessee Titans, but he'll be gone next year. He's our other guard.
I got a question
He'll be gone next year. So besides that, our O-line set, wide receiver set, quarterback's not set, running back, I feel is set. A lot of Bucks don't like the running backs. I can see that. Maybe we might change something.
I just need a plug and play quarterback. Go ahead, Pop.
So Red, I'm coming to you because I know you do not like this guy. I have an unbiased opinion because I have no dog in this fight. I've tried to tell people that whether you see the it factor or don't see the it factor, this guy is still a rookie. But that's just my opinion. It's not law. You know what I mean? I think y'all should have more patience, but if y'all don't, cool, whatever. It's not my damn team. But if Ritter was up here now, what would you tell him going into this game? What would you tell him to get him to get this W tomorrow? Because he needs to get this W tomorrow. He has to get this W tomorrow. This is a playoff game. What are you telling Ritter?
Okay, Poppin, I have an excellent answer. and I want to delay, but I wrote down something that I want to address real quick. YMOF Jamal, I completely see where you're coming from, but I absolutely disagree with you. Ritter is not it. You had a comment earlier that Q had up. Ritter is not it. And Poppin, if I would have a talk with Ritter, what I would tell him to do, because he is under the center right now, is trust your line. Even when you feel a little pressure, the difference in the great quarterbacks in the league is they stand in regardless of the pressure. What Ritter is doing, and I went back and looked at the all 22, what Ritter is doing is when he feels that intense pressure, he locks on one receiver. And the safeties have been jumping the route on his ass all season. He locks on that receiver, and then he telegraphs where he's going with the ball. I would tell him, stop giving away where you're going with the ball, and the way that you do that as a quarterback is trust your damn line. Even if you take a sack, even if you get hit and fumble the ball, it's better than throwing a pick because you're throwing the pass when the safeties and the cornerbacks are reading your eyes. That's what I would tell Ritter.
Would you tell him maybe he should not only trust his line, but if it's not there, just throw the ball away and not play hero ball?
Yeah, sometimes it just ain't there, Papa. You're right. But what's happening as the weeks go on, he's going to feel more and more pressure. He's going to hear more and more fans like me. He's going to hear more and more of this talk that we want to get rid of you. So he's going to try harder and harder and harder to prove himself, and then the season going to get further and further away from him.
Okay.
That's what I see happening.
I feel like one thing that the Falcons fans are doing is almost what the Cowboys were doing with Zach. Unfortunately, Zach Prescott was in a better situation.
Because Zach came out winning. He came out tearing it up. And Ritter,
but he had the number one offensive line, number one running back. I mean, there's a lot of things to what
Dak
he had.
is a better quarterback.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you too. Now Ritter been handed a nice little hand too, Poppin. Let's keep it 100 now.
Yes,
let's keep it 100. He been handed a nice little package.
I don't blame it all on Ritter. I also blame Arthur Smith. Because Arthur Smith goes away from the run.
Poppin, I went and looked at it. Man, Arthur Smith, and I've been critical of him too. I'm gonna tell you this, and then I'm gonna tell you a report that came out this week. I went and looked at a lot of his play calling and his play design. He's pretty much done all he can do to put this kid in a position to succeed, man. He really has. Okay. Now one of the offensive linemen came out this week, and you don't hardly ever hear this from Atlanta Falcons from inside their facility. One of the offensive linemen came out this week and said that they have a very complex offensive scheme. Not necessarily that the plays are complex, but the wording of the play call is. And he said that the coach, he said that's directly on Arthur Smith. The fucking lineman said this himself. Let me tell you why people were like, I can't believe somebody said that.
Why not simplify? Like the Professor X, he's a I guess he's a Falcons fan. He said, you're trying to get ridiculed. The boy is a rookie, and you're talking like he's been here in the league for 4 to 5 years now.
Nah, no,
why Arthur Smith simplify it a little bit? Because that's one thing that we've heard from other quarterbacks. Some people learn different, you know what I mean? But getting in that pocket and saying 300 words to call out a play, you may not be ready for that until like maybe year 3. This is only year 1.
So Professor X, let me say this, man. Let me say this. And these fellas on this chat know that early on I was listening to it. I tried to argue with them that Ritter ain't shit, he garbage. And I say, man, the dude ain't even had a chance to prove himself yet. I tried to offer reason. Remember when we said that? Remember when I said, well, he does have a 4-game sample size. Let's look at this. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, Professor X, I hear where you coming from. YMOF Jamal, I hear where y'all coming from. My point is this. For me, as a fan who does go and look at all 22, who looks at different markups of the game and the play call, I have seen enough. For the level of this offense, if you put now Pewter right here talking about having the right quarterback. If you put it, man, let me tell you something. And I hate to call names because some names are just obviously good. But if Jared Goff was quarterback in this offense, that's what I'm saying. So when y'all sit up here and tell me to give this kid more time, I don't want to waste.
I'm not telling
you.
No,
go. You said it from the beginning. You said we was going to be getting a quarterback in the draft, and I argued with you, didn't I?
Yes, sir. Yes, you did.
What I'm saying is I watched. I didn't just run my mouth. and say, "Oh, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. My team's gonna do this. Ritter gonna be this. Ritter gonna be that." I've been watching the kid, man,
And
I don't
think
care
it's
if he is
more
a
than that,
rookie.
though. I think it's more than
check
that
this out.
because when you watch Ritter, bro, it's not it. I don't see Ritter like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing out there. Like that's the thing. I don't think it's
He's
like
doing his best, Pewter.
yeah, like
He's doing his
he
best.
just can't physically do it. Like he can't
Yes.
physically throw the ball. Like
Yes.
like you look at Derek Carr. Derek Carr looks like he's confused out there sometimes. Derek Carr looks like he's not comfortable in the playbook. Brian Young at times it looks like he's not comfortable with the playbook. Looks like the NFL might be a little bit too fast. Like you can kind of see when it's like, and don't get me wrong, yes, Arthur Smith definitely, any good OC can make it easier on a quarterback. So yeah,
Yes.
could there be things that Arthur Smith do to make it easier for him? Yes, but I don't think that's the problem. I think he just can't play quarterback. I've said that to the Panther fans. I think your head coach, there's a lot of plays that can make Bryce Young look a lot better, a lot easier, because I just feel like the NFL looks too fast for him. So there's things that you can do to make it easier, you know, but sometimes you see a player and you can see either the game looks a little too fast, or maybe he's not comfortable in the scheme, or maybe he just can't throw it. He just can't throw the ball.
I think the boy can throw, but that's just me. Cali Bus is challenging me. He said all NFL play calls are like that. What are you guys talking about? I promise you, if you go back and look at Lamar, he's not sitting there saying 400 words in that pocket. I mean, in that huddle, he's saying about 5 words, and then they go out there and he calls
and we break the huddle. That's right.
The mic, and he breaks the huddle. He's not sitting there Alpha, Omega, Blue, Candy Yams, Mike, Purple, Green. He's not doing all that. He's saying 3-4 words. They're out. Bam.
But again, I don't think that's what's hurting him though. Like when you see him drop back, it don't seem like he don't know what he's doing.
I'm not saying that.
That's
I
not what
just
he's
say
saying.
you might have to simplify it for him. It might be other things.
But what good to simplify?
I'm just giving you an example. I'm just giving you an example. If one place to start is the play caller.
Hey, Pewter, I'll tell y'all this.
Smaller.
Pewter, I have tried to find a number of times, and I probably can count them on both my hands on 10 fingers, where Desmond Ridder has dropped back and he has had quiet feet in the pocket. Just I ain't asking y'all to go back and look at my team. Maybe the Falcons fans could do it with me, but you very seldom, no matter what the play call is, if he's having to throw the ball, so he very seldom breaks the huddle, takes a snap, and has quiet feet. Like he is expecting the play to develop in front of him. He looks nervous from the get, man. From the get. And I promise you, defenses are licking their chops at him, man. But yeah, popping. Yeah. But this is my point, popping. That's okay. So that's an argument that every team that has a rookie quarterback makes. But Pewter, what I'm saying is, when does a team decide we're not going to trust everything else we have to a rookie?
I get it, Red. I'm not disagreeing with you, but you just said 2 things that we both agree. When you say he's a rookie, right? And he doesn't look like he's all the way ready. Number 2, you also called out your offensive lineman that said we have a complex play calling book. Those 2 things right there will hurt a quarterback as a rookie.
He just look like a backup in the NFL to me, man. I see quarterbacks.
Maybe he is.
I see stars and I see backups in the NFL, and he look like a backup. If you ask me, Drake may look like a starter in the NFL.
I think
already in college.
I think that
Penix boy looked like a starter in the NFL already.
I think the fact that the Falcons are all looking at him, waiting on him, is more of a problem than the fact that he's a rookie. Like I look at it like this, right? It's the same thing with Jared Goff. That Rams team was ready to win a Super Bowl. He had a lot of pressure. They going as far as Jared Goff, you know. He's throwing picks. Those picks, they feel real heavy. You go to the Lions. Great. You throw a pick with the Lions. That doesn't feel as heavy because defense got problems that they working on. Offense got problems that they working on. That coaching staff is trying to learn how to win. Everyone's trying to worry about themselves. Falcons defense ready to go. Weapons are there. They all looking at Ridder like, it's on you. We waiting on you. Every mistake
but
is going to
Pewter,
be magnetized.
Pewter,
Because
give me
everything
check me out though.
there. You
Pewter,
said it right. Everything
they could have
is
went
there for.
up and got
Thank
them
you,
a
Goat.
quarterback.
Yeah.
They went and got a running back.
Yo,
They could have went
No,
up and got a
that's
CJ.
no,
I
pop,
agree
no
with
pop. But
Not
that
in
No,
this
running
year's
back,
yes, they
draft.
did.
Not in
running
this
They
back,
year's
had a
draft,
running
Poppy.
game. They
that
didn't need
no
a running
pop.
back.
They didn't.
One at a
They didn't
time.
need
One
no
at a
running
time.
back.
One at a time. One at a time.
That running
Go ahead,
back,
Goat.
ain't not that running back is special. That boy is
Oh, I
special.
Okay,
agree.
let's see how special he
I
is.
listen. I agree. I've always agreed.
Uh-oh,
I
Poppy.
agree that running back is special, but to take him there, to take look, I don't care how special a running back is. To take him in the first round, that man better have longevity like Adrian Peterson. If he don't,
So
it
I,
was
We
a
said the
waste.
same thing about C-Mac.
It was
We
a
said the same
waste.
thing about C-Mac.
I think
That's-
this is moving the goalposts because
Why?
clearly anybody who has watched the Falcons knows that Bijan Robinson is not our problem.
No.
So I don't,
It's
I
not.
don't, I
We're
don't
not
even
talking
think
about
you
that,
have.
though.
I don't even think you have to validate taking him at 8 or
No.
taking him in the second round if he was there or anything else. I don't think that's the argument.
The problem is this. The
Thank you,
problem is
Goat.
this. You don't take a running back in the first round, bro.
Bullshit,
Because
Okay,
Peter.
stay there.
listen,
Stay
hold
there.
on.
Stay there, Pewter. Stay there, Pewter.
Listen.
Stay there. Stay
Okay.
there.
Now listen.
Stay there.
Is he
The one
special?
who was bragging on Leonard Fournette doing all he did for your team.
Who was bragging
You,
about that?
your foot don't fit no limb.
I ain't never bragged
No,
on
it wasn't him.
Leonard Fournette.
Pop thought that Fournette was a.
Yeah, I never bragged on Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette didn't do really nothing for us.
Playoff Lenny was different. He made
Yeah,
some
he
big
was.
plays.
He
ran
was.
hard.
Playoff Lenny did his thing, but he couldn't outperform our rookie Rojo.
I'm just simply saying.
Anyways, hold on.
Some first round running backs do all right.
No. This is what I'm saying though.
We would have got C-Mac in the first round early. Why did we do that? And you had to pay him $100 million contract. Remember, because Goat saying something.
Well, y'all didn't have to do that now, Papa. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to pay him that money.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same. Remember, Goat said y'all did the same thing we did. Now, when it comes up for contract and he wants all his money, what y'all gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know.
But that's a luxury pick.
I don't know, Papa. I don't know.
If he gets hurt, like our guy got hurt in the first 4 years, you don't have to pay him.
There you go. Go.
What if he don't get hurt?
He wasn't hurt when he got his money, though.
We didn't need C-Mac just like they didn't need Bijan Robinson that early.
Nah. So if he doesn't get hurt, if he doesn't get hurt, and by that time in his career, when it comes up to time to just give him his 5th-year contract, if he looks like he's on the path of LaDainian Tomlinson, pay him.
And look, let me tell y'all something.
But here's the hold on.
This guy right here, that guy right there, Bijan Robinson. If they didn't pick him, and let's say he'd have never fell out of the top 15, bro.
Damn sure wouldn't.
Yeah, I agree.
Detroit would have got him at 12. Detroit would have got him at 12.
It would have been over.
But here's the difference. Again, look, I'm not debating his talent. I'm not debating that he was wanted. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's two different parts of this of why it was a bad choice. Okay. One, it's a running back. Running backs don't last long in the league.
Hey, can we move on to the next comment? This is an argument that can't be settled. And I can sit down for a lot of shit, but not this one.
Come on, Red. You gotta no. You gotta let a man finish his fucking statement, Red.
No.
If you ain't gonna let him finish, goddamn it, I'll mute your motherfucking ass. Let a man finish.
I'll mute myself then. How about that? Go ahead.
All right, mute your goddamn self then. Shit.
So running backs, they don't last long, right? C-Mac's doing what he's doing. That's special, right? Adrian Peterson, that's special. If you can do that, that's great, right? It's good. But they don't last long. Is he special as a running back? Yes. Other problem is in the first round, bro. First round, you have to worry about your O-line being able to do their job for him to do his job. That's one thing I don't like. Second thing I don't like is
number 3 O-line.
Yeah, I like
top 5.
They were running the ball a lot. Okay. Yeah. Second thing is they already had a running back that was able to run the ball. Right. They already had that. When you're talking about a first rounder, you're talking about someone that's coming on your team and plugging in a hole day one. You didn't have a hole to plug in with the running back. First of all,
sure didn't.
Second of all, if you have that man for a Hall of Fame 6 years, it's still a waste because it's only 6 years. Mike Evans is going on what, year 10, year 11, I think it is.
Hey, Peter, do you remember Warwick Dunn?
That's worth first rounds.
Do you remember Warwick Dunn?
Yes.
No, I don't know. I don't know how long you've been a football fan.
Yes,
but
I remember Warwick Dunn. Yes, Warwick Dunn's the reason why I'm a Bucks fan.
What round was he drafted in?
I don't know what round he was drafted in.
You slow, bro. You slow. He was a 12th overall pick in 1997.
But running backs back then was totally different though, too. It was different. It was different.
Totally
running backs last.
Yeah. So now you're gonna quantify your statement. It's changed.
We're talking about this. We're talking about this NFL, bro. We're talking about the NFL right now. Like no one was
a hole. You didn't have a hole. I just want to simplify it. You didn't have a hole at running back. Did you need a running back that bad?
Yes. We needed Bijan Robinson.
Were y'all not the number one NFL running
I'm gonna be just as stupid. I'm gonna be just as idiotic with my argument as this statement that he's making is. That is totally up to the general manager, the head coach, as to the way they see they are running their offense. So what I'm telling you is that they wanted Jalen Carter. It was plenty of places they could have went. Now this started out as a quarterback that we could have moved up in the draft to take. And what I would tell you is those 3 quarterbacks, which highlighted this year's quarterback class, were gone. We would have gave up so much more. And after what we did, just offloading the heavy contracts that we had, the highest cap hit in NFL history, our team was not about to do that again. Could they have gone for Jalen Carter? It looks good today, but they went in another direction. What Goat said is absolutely true. That boy wouldn't have, me either, JSU. That boy wouldn't have fallen out of the top 10 probably, because I really, really feel like if we had taken Jalen Carter, Philly would have taken him at 10. That's what the pre-draft buzz was. But Detroit taking that boy from Alabama definitely would have taken him at 12. So whether you think running backs are worthy of first-round picks or not, a lot of NFL teams seem to disagree with what y'all are saying.
Yeah, they still take it.
And that's cool.
That's cool. But it's a different situation, though.
Right. If whatever the NFL decide, that's totally up to them, because a lot of times they're fucking wrong. That's why we get to break this shit down. You know what I'm saying? As fans and as people that look like really break down our teams. And I think I mean, you can't tell me y'all didn't have a good running game last year. You can't tell me that, because I seen you run on us. I see how tight the teams y'all are blowing out, running the ball.
But Poppin, the question was, should we have moved up in the draft for a quarterback?
I think y'all should have. That's just me. Because even if you went out there with this,
got a defensive end. That's what I think.
So Pewter, since you weighed in on this comment on this topic about running backs, why didn't y'all take a quarterback in this past year's draft? A lot of us scratched our heads when y'all let the kid that's at Tennessee right now pass y'all.
Because they were lower down
in the picks.
But he was available there.
Not only that, it wasn't not only that, but again, I told you earlier, our GM wanted to see what we have in Kyle Trask.
Same thing with our GM and our court and our head coach with Desmond Ridder, and we're seeing this year.
And that's why I don't fault you. I don't fault you for staying with Ridder. I don't fault you for staying with Ridder. I say you should have stayed there, and you should have got defensive linemen. That's what I think you should have did. That's what I thought.
Poppin', I really and truly don't believe Indy was going to come off of that pick. You'd have had to give them so much for them to get off of that pick, man. Indy, I mean, we're talking about who was that for. We're talking about who was that for.
9-1, we gave up a lot. But
now the question is, could somebody have moved Houston off of the number 3 pick? I don't know. You know. I don't know.
Nah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Jay. I think Houston, they had a new head coach, and they on a whole new thing. They got their offensive leader and their defensive leader in this year's draft, and they building. And they actually, to be a young team, they looking good, man. Say what you want about Houston.
I get it. I think me and Peter on the same thing, and what we've seen over the past, running backs don't ring you Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're wondering, like, why we went the running back route. But hey,
I wasn't
y'all
surprised
big
at
mind.
all. I
And
wasn't
then not
surprised
only
at all
that, and
because
then
our
not
head
only
coach
that,
love running backs.
it was the Falcons who got the running back. So that tells me two things, and either
Let's
of them
get
is
deeper
the
with
wrong
it.
thing.
Let's get deeper with
It's
it.
one, we know
That's what
what
she
their
said.
game plan is going to be. Is just running the ball. So not only are you getting this running back, you're either going to do one or two things. You're either going to have him split time with someone else running the ball to try to preserve him, which means why the hell did you get him in the first round? Or you're going to give him all the reps, which means he's not going to have longevity. Why did you get a running back in the first round? Either way is not good, bro. Either way, I don't see it panning out to be like, thank God we got that running back in the first round.
The
And
reason
again,
why I brought up Warwick Dunn, Pewter, is because I suspect most teams
How many
say
Warwick Dunns you
that
see in your life?
until they have that Hall of Fame running back, and then they're proud of their Hall of Fame running back.
like who?
Chicago Bears, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What do you mean
Let's
proud of
see.
their running backs? Like just
You're
happy
not
they have a
proud
good
of
running
Warwick
back,
Dunn?
or
You're not proud of Warwick Dunn and what he did
I mean,
for your? No, I'm asking a question. You say he's the reason why you became a Buccaneers fan.
yeah, it
So
wasn't
I
because I
think
saw
I
him playing on the
almost feel
field.
like you already answered my question, but
No,
I'll ask it again.
no.
Are you not proud of what he did on the field for your team?
I'm glad what he did for us, but what did it do for us? You get what I'm saying? Like,
you
I'm glad.
lie, Pewter.
How?
You lie.
How?
You lie.
Again, as someone that from 2012 has dug in real deep trying to figure out why the hell his team, who he thinks every year is going to win the division, is trash. And I'm talking about myself, right? Since 2012 is when I really started watching game tape, when I really started breaking things down, when I started trying to figure out why the hell is my team not good? I feel like we have one of the better weapons. I feel like we have this. I feel like we have that. Why are we still last in the division? I've been breaking this football thing down for years. And what I've come to learn is, yes, thank you, Warwick Dunn, for what you've done for us. Thank you for looking good and being as dope as you was. But in reality, building the team, what did that do for a Super Bowl? Nothing.
It's like what Goat says. It's the quarterback play. It's the quarterback play.
It's a lot of things. It's a
No,
lot
Goat,
of things.
I know Goat
There's
dropped off
several
the
ways.
call, but I'm asking the rest of y'all on here, all the Black Cat Panther. What does Goat say it is?
That's the number one thing. Quarterback play.
He said you
is
got to
number
have
one.
that dude. And we started this, we've come full circle. I said, y'all were who you were because of Tom Brady, and you ain't that no more.
So I'm saying there's a lot of ways to skin a cat. There's a lot of ways to win Super Bowls. You could win it with defense and a run game. You could win it with a defense and a passing game. You could win it with just an outstanding offense. You can, what else? Pretty much those are the only ways to win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson. We won Super Bowl with Brad Johnson. He wasn't no Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's several ways to win a Super Bowl. You could have an outstanding, unstoppable OC who's just calling the greatest plays that's helping you score. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's several ways to win a Super Bowl. But when you have a run game already, I mean, it just don't make sense, bro. It just don't make sense. When you talk about
you think it don't make sense now? You think it don't make sense now? Wait until we get this quarterback position figured out. You're gonna really hate it then, bro. You're gonna really be upset then.
I will be upset when we have to worry about him.
Because it's gonna look like an abundance of riches.
Exactly, Red Swarm. That's what I'm saying. When we have to worry about Bijan, then that will make sense. Right? When we have to say, man, this is what we got to do to stop Drake. This is what we got to do to stop Kyle. This is what we got to do to stop this person. Okay. And we got to stop Bijan. Then that makes sense. How far are you from that? When are you going to get there? When does that happen? Because if it don't, it's a wasted first round pick.
Points. But we ought to get to the well, I ain't gonna say that. We done went all around the world with this. We really want to get to the real gritty. Pewter and Red stepping in for the Falcon Nation.
you know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done got your the steam out your chest. You know, Pewter got his water bottle. He's tripping over his championship trophies in the background.
Shout out to my boy Pewter.
What we
I got
gonna
big
see
respect.
on Sunday, my boys?
Always, same.
What's y'all prediction?
You
Who
want to
gonna
go
be
or
the
you want me to go, Red?
MVP?
Well, I'm the guest. And you know you're a professional at this, so I'll get my little shots out the way first, man. What I expect. Thank you for that question too, Poppin. Great question, man. As a preview of what I really expect and would like to see tomorrow. Um, Defensively, I really would like to see some pressure up the middle into Baker Mayfield's face. As good as I feel like, and then with the improvements that my team has made this year, I still would like to see somebody else with an interception besides Jesse Bates. To me, that's not the definition of great cornerback play. You know, to me, great cornerback play is just ensuring that the wide receiver doesn't receive the ball. You know, you don't have to have a takeaway, but they do give the ball back to your offense. And with the inaccuracies and with the problems and with decision making and the turnovers that we've had with Desmond Ridder, as much as my defense can give the offense the ball back, that's a positive. So what I'm hoping to see tomorrow is at least 3 turnovers, whether they be a combination of interception and fumbles. And being a Falcons fan, I don't like to draw attention to sacks, even though sacks are big. I think disrupting the pocket is more important to me, but I like to see the sack as well. But I want to see pressure up the middle in Mayfield's face because he suffers a league high in batted balls, and he will give the ball away. He will give the ball away. I think you Carolina Panther fans have tried to let the Bucks fans know that, but y'all know that as well as anybody. He'll turn the ball over. So I talked about Poppy, you asked me earlier about what I would advise Desmond Ridder. So if he does that, he can have a decent pass game. Teams are stacking the box on our offense because we've leaned and relied so heavily on the run game. He's gonna have to throw the ball, man, and he's gonna have to protect it. So that's the key on the offense. Ridder, stop blocking, stop staring down receivers. You don't have to throw 60-yard bombs. You can complete 10, 15-yard passes and keep the chains moving. But just stop staring down the damn receivers. And defensively, let's get some pressure up the middle, right into the heart of this vaunted Tampa Bay Buccaneers all-star offensive line with the best offensive lineman in the NFL, Tristan Wirfs. Let's get some pressure up the middle so we don't have to worry about beating him on the end.
That's a beautiful soliloquy, man. I got to say that I'm going to highlight this guy right here. Mr. Archangel, bro. He's been holding it down for y'all Falcons. He's the number one Falcon fan in the chat today. He said, I would be in Raymond James Stadium, Section 126, Row 1. You know what I'm saying? He not playing. He said he there. He in the building. He said they're going to take a win, a W, a dub back to the A. Man, we all Bucks fan at, man. Y'all got y'all number one podcaster right here. Pewter representing.
They in there. I'm saying
let's go. I need to see y'all represent some more. Pewter, go ahead. It's on you.
So godly. This is a simple game. Unfortunately, Red, I don't believe in your D line. So I don't think that pressure is going to happen. And the reason why I say that confidently is because even if I did believe in your D line, my offensive pass protection has been playing the best in I don't know how many years, since like Josh Freeman days, like probably before that. Like our offensive pass protection is really good this year. Surprisingly, we did not see none of this happening at all. So that whole pressure thing, I don't see that happening. I'll just say, like, I'll start it from here. I said in another Falcons channel, I see this game being 20, maybe 24-10, maybe 24-16.
Damn.
But here's the crazy part, though. I will give you guys 25% chance that it could be you guys. So I think no matter what, the score is going to be the same. I think it's going to be around 24-27 to 10 or 6 on 16 to the other side. And it could go both ways. There's only one way it can go for the Falcons. And I'll start there. And it's the same reason why we've been losing. Baker and our OC. Baker missing throws, and our OC trying to pound up the middle with the run game and just not realizing, like, bro, we can't run the ball. Start throwing it more. And our OC has cost us 2 games trying to be stubborn and running the ball up the middle. And I don't think that's going to happen in this game, but if you guys won this game, it would be that. It would be because of that. But I don't see that happening. Again, what you guys want to do and what you guys do best is what we do best, which is stop the run. For years, since we had Todd Bowles, like, stop the run. Like, if you're coming in trying to run on us, good. Like, we continue. Obviously, the Eagles got a different O-line. They were able to do it on us. No one else's Lions weren't able to do it. Nobody else has been able to do it on us, just the Eagles. So you're going to try to run the ball. I appreciate it. Continue to try to run the ball. I'm hoping that eventually you'll start throwing the ball because we're scoring. And that's the only way you guys win. If we're not scoring, then you guys can continue to pound the rock and go into the third quarter, continuing to pound the rock, and maybe you get a break here or there. You know what I'm saying? And get you in red zone territory and then get you a chance to score. That's the only way you guys can win. But if we shut down, which I fully expect to shut down the run game, and we've at least scored 10 points by the first half, you guys are going to eventually have to start throwing the ball, and it's game over. And if we've scored 10 points in the first half, then that means we got a little bit of juice offensively going. And if we got a little bit of juice offensively going, there's a whole reason why we can or can't have juice. We're not going to get into that. You could go to my channel. I broke that down. But if we got juice, then we're going to roll over you easily. People might think I'm crazy or not believe that, Red. I think we easily going to sweep you guys. Like, and I'm not hating. I just don't see, the matchup is just very bad. The Falcons versus the Bucks matchups is just not a good matchup. And, you know, people keep talking about who have you won? Who have you beat? Okay, we haven't beat anybody, right? But every time we've won a game, I said this earlier, it's convincingly. It's, okay, I put my feet up at fourth quarter, 5 minutes left because we won this game. And there's nothing else, there's nothing they can do about it. And I think this is going to be another game. I think I put my feet up by the middle of the third quarter. And I'm like, yeah, it's they know it's over. We know it's over.
I'm hearing a lot of confidence, man. I'm hearing a lot of confidence.
Me too.
Is it going to be the Big Bake versus the Riddler? JSU, what you think?
I don't know. I mean, for Pew, you know, it kind of in between with the Panthers. A lot of the fans put the Panthers on a pedestal, but when we beat those one team that they said, who the hell are they? And we met a team that, I mean, the Cowboys ain't shit. You know, they get in the playoffs and can't even pass the first round. But when we played them, we had a shootout, but we don't show up when it's a competitive team. So my thing is, I can't wait to see if y'all stand on that, Pew.
Yeah. Because the thing is, it isn't that we're not competing when we're playing against a competitive team. It's just one player and the OC. That's it. It's not the wide receivers. It's not it. It's I mean, obviously we can't run the ball. That's just like, if you want to say no, your running backs are not competing. You know, I get it. Like, we're not a good running team. Like, I get it. We haven't been a good running team. I don't even like think about that anymore. But as far as what we do, the passing game, like we just haven't been able to pass the ball because of Baker, you know, and our OC wants to keep running, which we're not a running team. Once the OC says, you know what, bombs away, let's go to our weapons. Then I can feel like, okay, you beat us, right? Like the Lions game, they beat us, but we didn't even give them our full like arsenal because we didn't really throw the ball like that. Or we kind of did, but Baker missed it. And then the Eagles game, we definitely didn't really throw the ball like that. So that's all it is. It's not the team. It's just the Baker and the OC situation. So my bad. Oh no, go ahead.
Q, has Pewter moved the needle a little bit? Has he convinced you that they're gonna get this win at home against the Falcons?
No.
I mean, I know what the Bucks are. I can tell you right now, they're gonna probably beat the Falcons. I knew that going in before this conversation. I don't have any faith in the Falcons. I really don't have any faith in the Bucks, but I got just a little bit more faith that they're gonna beat them because Ritter ain't it, and if you're depending on him to come through and make throws for you, you in trouble. So you know, that's one of those.
Ritter got to win on the road. That's one thing he has to prove.
Besides the Lions game, we've gotten at least 2 turnovers. So either 2 or 3 turnovers we've been getting a game, except for the Lions game.
Well, and we know that Tampa Bay is like this whole division is trash.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm gonna call it what it is. This whole fucking division is trash. All these quarterbacks in this division is trash. Every team that we have been seeing so far can't separate themselves to go out and be the undoubtedly person that could take over the division. And that's because all 3 of these teams are basically mirror images. They play defense, they got lame duck quarterbacks, and goddamn it, they try to lean on that run game a little bit too much. And it always comes down to their quarterback making a play that they can't fucking make. And that's where we all sitting at.
But something's a little bit different though, bro. Like, who are the teams? Like, we're 3-2. The 2 teams we lost to was the Eagles and the Lions. And we competed but it's not just contenders like Cowboys are contenders, right?
What the hell are you talking about, Pewter? Them boys right there.
Contenders.
Either one of those 2 boys will be in the Super Bowl. If the Lions ain't gonna be in the Super Bowl, damn it, the Eagles gonna be right there representing the NFC.
But what I'm saying is that, like,
Q, he's trying to say that like you always say that their shit don't smell like shit. Their shit is a little bit cleaner. Hold on.
Shit.
He said their shit smells a little bit better because they lose to the cream of the crop. They don't lose to scrubs. They lose to the cream of the crop.
What I'm saying is we need some Pepto-Bismol. Like, that's what I'm saying. We need some Pepto. Give us some Pepto. Let us figure this shit out with Baker and the OC. And then if we lose some games after that, then we can start saying what this team is. Because I told
y'all from the beginning. People say this is a championship ball club. This is a championship ball club that we got here in town.
We just gotta get that part right.
Pewter, you know good and goddamn well, based off of what you've seen from this team right now, that your eclipse right now, your mountain right now is first round of the playoffs, potentially getting put out right after that. You do know that, right?
Just like last year.
Yes.
Just like year before last.
Yes. But the problem is when you say team, like that's the part that I'm trying to get people to understand. The team is ready. Like, the team ain't bad. The team is not a first round and out. The team is not that. Baker and this OC with this team is that.
Stop that shit, Pewter.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Q, I'm muting myself, Q. I done gave it all I can give. I done gave it all I can give today, y'all. Hey, JSU, I shot my best shot today, man. Hey, at this point, all I can say is we'll see tomorrow. But this, and listen, I'm a noob. I don't know whether some of y'all know what the fuck I'm saying when I say that, but I know Q do. And oftentimes my confidence is mistaken as cockiness and conceitedness. But I'm not that. But I believe in my team too. But Pewter, that shit you do, that shit is ridiculous, boy. I'm telling you right now.
Pewter goes into a war knowing he can't win the war, but he said, as long as I shoot 10 motherfuckers, I will die gracefully, knowing that this war is going down with me taking 10 motherfuckers
10
out.
motherfuckers out. Yeah.
But you going in there knowing you're going to die.
Yeah.
I say a loss is a loss. Pewter say some losses are better because their losses to good teams.
That's not
how
what
you
I'm
gonna minimize
saying.
a damn? Oh, okay,
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we're losing because of a specific thing. We're not losing because the defense should have did that. No. You're losing.
We can't win
from
a game because of quarterback.
No, see, that's false.
We can't win right now.
We
take a 5'8" motherfucker who can't see the field.
A loss is a fucking loss.
You can't win a game because quarterback. You can't win a game because you don't have weapons. You can't win a game because your head coach is bad.
Because he about to piss Q off, and when that happens, it's a wrap.
You can't win a game because. And your defense isn't good enough to help them out like that.
Pewter, what you just said is horse shit. And I'll tell you why it's horse shit. Because them same weapons you talking about that we don't have, I watch Andy Dalton, which is below a backup, come out there and put 369 yards up with them same fucking backups that everybody's saying ain't worth a damn. So I don't want to hear that fucking excuse that everybody is putting. Guess what, though?
But that was the same.
We had 12 penalties.
I get it.
Come on, bro. You can't win with us.
There's tears to it, bro.
Damn.
What I'm saying.
I sit back a whole hour and 45 minutes and let y'all fuckers talk.
What I'm saying is there's tears to it. If Baker Mayfield goes off for 300 and something with our weapons, we're winning that game. I don't care who.
Pewter, I bet you right now today, if Tampa Bay go out to the West Coast, Seattle will tell y'all, they'll light y'all ass up.
We beat Seattle with an offense that averaged 17
I ain't talking about last year. I ain't talking about last year. Don't do that.
What's the difference? This is what y'all don't understand.
The two teams that I have watched today.
Y'all don't understand.
The two teams that I have watched this year.
Oh boy.
Yes. This
and
team is better than last year.
I don't like to deal in hypotheticals, but you're being disingenuous because earlier you clearly made a case that y'all lost to two of the best teams because that's what they got through telling you. Q just got through saying that one of those two teams will likely be in the Super Bowl. You agree with that? You said that y'all lost to quality teams.
Whoa. I didn't.
Pew, I'm gonna tell you this, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful. Niners will be in the
you
like
Super
a Cowboy fan, and them boys is delusional as hell.
I'm not delusional, bro.
You hit it on the head, JSU.
If you listen to what I'm saying,
I got a lot of confidence.
There are tiers to things, right?
He do.
Your weapons. Put it like this: the Panthers' weapons when Bryce Young is the quarterback look like average. So
now
to average.
You gonna tell
to
me what I see week in and week out on my team? And you gonna tell me my deficiencies? You gonna tell me basically that rainbows over there got more Skittles on one side than the other, and I'm looking at it.
It was gonna take Q and Golden Poppin' to wake up and smell this coffee. Pewter, I don't need you to tell me my team suck. I can tell you they suck, but you trying to tell me your team don't suck, and yes, the fuck y'all do.
This is what I wanted to get to.
What I am saying is, what Bryce Young,
I thought y'all were gonna leave me out here by myself, man.
They come along. Give us some time.
Let me.
Fred is a way to go about it.
With Bryce Young, your weapons look like average to bad. With Andy Dalton, your weapons look like good to average.
Red, what I was
tears to it. There are tears to it. That doesn't mean you would win a whole bunch of games. You're still gonna lose games.
What I was saying earlier, how he go about his team, I asked him. So is y'all quarterback away? He couldn't answer it. So he's speaking so highly of these motherfuckers when they getting beat by competitive teams.
But Jay,
y'all in the same boat as the rest of the team in the South.
But Jay,
you guys are getting beat by non-competitive teams.
But
You
he
guys are
talking
getting
to a
beat by
cat
teams that are like,
that sit
okay, who
here.
knows if they make the playoffs?
Nah, this
We're
crazy.
getting beat by teams that we know are gonna make the playoffs.
This
Dude,
cat
we
is
got-
sitting
the
here
difference.
telling me after I
Peter,
done
who have
watched
y'all
them
beat,
from
Peter?
Seattle and the
OTAs.
Lions.
Oh my gosh.
Peter, who have y'all
Those,
beat, Peter?
those teams.
Well, I gotta yell around here to
You
get a little
guys,
attention.
Me
you
What I
too.
gotta do?
guys,
Start
That's
screaming?
that's how I
guys
feel.
My
are
bad, my bad,
you
Q.
That
My
what I
guys,
got?
bad.
That what I gotta start doing?
you guys
Nah,
are
bro, my bad.
losing to teams who you do not know if they're even going to make the playoffs.
Okay, let me get you.
Pewter,
Let me
that's
get you there.
horse shit,
Q, let me
and
get
you
him.
know it's horse shit.
So you're not losing the teams that you. So every team you lost to, you know you're gonna make the playoffs.
Q.
We lost to every fucking team, Pewter.
Oh, so how am I horseshit? How am I speaking horseshit then?
Pewter,
What is horseshit
Pewter,
about what I just said?
Look at the teams we lost to. We lost to the Saints.
I get
We
it.
lost to the Falcons.
One of the same teams y'all lost to, Detroit.
We lost to the Seattle
Yes,
Seahawks.
I
Now,
get it.
the number
Yes.
one thing that fucked us over, and this is what you not understanding, we watched Andy Dalton go out there with the same team that everybody is discrediting. You just now
Yes.
discredited them your damn self.
I
Because
Same
didn't.
players.
But
I
you don't
didn't.
watch this team like I watch it every single
I
day.
watched them.
I don't give a
watched them.
fuck what you say. You don't got no more knowledge on the Panthers than me. You don't.
What I said was
Thank you, Jamal.
your team looks better with Andy Dalton. That doesn't mean they're good with
No,
Andy
you're
Dalton.
not understanding.
They
You're not,
might
right
be,
now.
they might
our
not be a
season
soggy
would-
shit sandwich,
Dude, I'm
but
trying to
they're
get his
still a
ass,
shit
man.
sandwich, is what I'm saying.
Our season would be completely different if we had
No,
started
it
him from the
wouldn't.
See,
get-go.
even
Yes,
as a Falcons fan,
hey,
I don't do that to y'all. I know y'all would be different with Andy Dalton. I know this.
Maybe one, maybe 2 wins, maybe at
First
this
of
point
all,
with Andy
first
Dalton.
of all,
maybe.
the mistakes that Bryce Young made in that first game, Dalton wouldn't have made the same mistake twice. Come across the middle to Jesse Bates,
Yeah,
and then
I'm
you
a
got to
Falcons fan,
run it
and I
back
can
that
admit
fumble.
that.
agree.
I'm a
I
Falcons
agree.
fan, and I can admit that.
I agree.
If we had any type of quarterback play, we would have won that game.
I
The
agree.
second game with the Saints was
I'm a
a
Falcons
game
fan, and I
that
can't agree with that.
a field goal separate us. And if we had any kind of decent quarterback play where he don't come out and throw, where he don't fumble and throw an interception, we win that game. So you're telling me mental mistakes that's from a rookie, that a veteran that's been in the league 10 years almost, you think he gonna come in and make the same fucking mistakes that this
No.
little young rookie is making?
That's not what I
So
said
So
at
that's
all.
why I'm telling you right now, you bullshit me when
I'm
you
not-
tell me some dumb shit like what you just told me.
Q, let me
I'm
tell
not
you why
bullshitting
you
you. Hold on. No, I'm not bullshitting you because
This nigga go on
you
for
just
hours.
named 2 games. You just named 2 games. And what did I just say?
The
You would have
third
won
game-
1, maybe
God
2
damn.
games.
I
So I'm
stopped
not
because, like I
bullshitting
said, I could go all day because the third game, we had the most penalties in the game. Icky Aquano had 4 penalties by himself. How the fuck can you win a game when you steady backing your team up every 5 minutes? Every time
can't.
Andy go get a first, every time he get a first down, he gets back up because of the offensive line. Stop the
11
bullshit.
times.
You just gonna have to find out, bro. This feels like that week when we were playing against the Saints, and y'all just didn't believe anything I was saying.
Can I
And then the
say
week
something real
played out,
quick?
and it went exactly the way I fucking said it was gonna go. Like you're just gonna have to
Oh,
find out and be like, okay,
every
RTP
now and
knows what
then
he's talking
you're
about.
right
Like,
when it comes to the Saints, but when it comes to the Panthers, you can't tell. There's nothing you can tell me that I haven't already forethought. Come on, bro. I told you that Bryce Young was gonna look like shit. I told you that this coaching staff didn't know what the fuck they been talking about and doing. Come on, bro. We called
That's
this
what-
shit 6 months ago.
that's what I'm saying. And with Andy Dalton, you might win 1, maybe 2 games with
No.
Andy Dalton, but you still be like this.
Nah, hell no.
That's your opinion, and we
we be
appreciate
four.
your opinion.
We be at least 4-2 or 3-3.
No, you
with Andy.
wouldn't.
Bullshit. How
But
can
y'all
you-
see what Pewter
how
done
can you say,
done?
How can
All
you,
right,
how can
all
you
right, go.
say we had Andy Dalton went into the loudest stadium in the fucking league. We had 11 penalties. He gave the Seahawks all they could stand and didn't have but a week of goddamn practice with the ones. Come
Yeah.
on, man. Play us like that. No. With
I'm-
Andy, we be 3-3 or 4-2.
Well, listen,
Promise.
Guess what? Maybe you get your shot with Andy and you'll be able to see.
Nobody gonna play Andy at this point because you gotta
Maybe
put
you
the
get your
rookie out
shot.
there.
I can't I mean, I don't expect to convince you, but like I said, you're
Can I
just gonna
say
have to
something
No,
find
real
you're
quick?
out,
not.
bro.
You're
You
not
just gonna
gonna
have to
convince
find
me.
out.
I asked that about 6 minutes ago, but
If I can't convince you that your Bucks ain't shit, gonna convince me that Andy Dalton would have took this same team and come out and win some games. So therefore, we two niggas who ain't listening.
But
There it is.
the difference is you're going to have to see eventually. You're gonna have to see.
No, you're
just
gonna
like we
see
told
eventually.
you
You're
that
gonna
hope
see
that you
eventually.
got
We're
for
in
your
week
team.
7, Jay. We're in week 7.
Let me tell.
Like, what are you talking about?
I mean,
Come
if I
on,
could talk,
man.
I
What
tell you.
planet this nigga on today?
When are y'all gonna just sit there and say, look,
Dude, if
we're
I
wrong
could
about
talk,
the
I'd
Bucks?
What
tell you.
solar system this
But you
nigga
ain't
in
let me.
today? But if he think he gonna actually go out and compete against the big boys and not get his ass stomped, he a bigger fool than I thought. God damn. It's foolish to think like this. You know damn well your team can't compete with them boys.
With who?
What the fuck you
playoff
mean? Who's
team.
the top of the NFC right now? Like I told y'all 3 weeks ago,
Right
the Lions,
now?
San Fran, and Philly is the top, and you can't beat
And what did the
none of
Lions
them
do to
guys.
y'all?
You can't
Right,
beat
What did the
right.
Lions do to y'all?
either one
What
of
did the
them.
Lions do to y'all?
And what did
What did the Lions do to y'all?
You
what did
can't
we do to
compete
the
with them.
Saints?
Who give a
What
fuck
did the
Saints
about
ain't no
Lions
the Saints?
do
goddamn
to y'all?
what?
Q,
Is the
What
Q,
did
Saints
the
you
a
see
Lions
what
do
I'm
contender?
to
you see
y'all?
what I'm
Is the
telling you,
Saints,
Q?
is the
You
Saints a
Q.
contender?
Q,
Come
please
on.
for a second.
You
Q,
trying to
please
say,
for a
look,
second.
what you trying to say?
Q,
What did this
Pewter,
playoff
hold on.
team do to
Pewter,
you guys? And I'm saying,
Pewter,
well, what
I
did we
want to
do to the
ask you a
Saints?
question. I want to ask you a question. Q, I asked you to let me in. I asked you to let me drop in the chat because, and Q, Pewter, I don't want you to think I'm coming for you.
No,
But
no worries.
I'm like this, and Jay, as you said too, you know, I respect everybody's opinion. But man, I get tired of hearing capping and bullshit. And what I'm saying is, every time somebody press you on a real question and a point, you move it.
He
You
jump
move it.
around it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
started talking about
moving.
the Saints. Now you're going back to the Saints. They're asking you
Okay.
very specifically about
I
your
know.
team.
So let
If
me
you
They
think
didn't
you
ask you.
can
They
beat
didn't
any
ask you
one of
where
them three
Carolina.
teams.
They didn't ask you where Carolina looks like they could have won and shouldn't have won.
So let me ask Go.
He said, "What
What was your
happens when
point of
your
asking
team
that?
run up against good quality competition?"
I get it. And I'm answering him because I know what his point is. I'm saying, well, then you can make the same point about saying Saints and Bucks.
So that's
like,
why he said
that's
you
what I'm
moving
saying.
it, because instead of you answer the question,
No,
He brought
honestly,
up
you
the
sitting here,
Saints.
the Saints beat us
you
by double
diverting the
digits.
attention
That's
Go.
the
to
division
somebody
game. They're
else.
not contenders.
This
Damn.
division suck. Beautiful. What part of
God
that you not
damn.
understanding?
Bro, but
I gotta be
again,
able to say
hold
something.
on. He's trying to separate the Bucks from the contenders, correct?
Let me ask you a question.
I'm not trying to
Oh, he's
separate.
dancing.
Hear me clearly. I said, can your Bucks beat the top of the NFC right now, which is San Fran, Philly, and Detroit?
I want y'all to hear something.
No, because Baker and that OC got to get it together.
Thank you. You could put a point blank and a period on that right after
go
that sentence.
popping and
Your
J
ass
issue. I
ain't
want y'all
winning
to hear
shit.
something.
But
I want
it's
y'all to hear
possible
something.
they get it
There ain't no
together.
damn retort after that. That's it.
Pewter. Q said everybody
No.
in this division sucks. Do you agree with that?
No.
Okay. You're not being
Tell
genuine
me
with
why you
yourself now.
disagree with it. And let me tell y'all what the answer is. Everyone except for Tampa Bay sucks.
Tell you why everyone but the Tampa Bay?
No. Tell me who in this division sucks and who does not.
Everybody but the Tampa Bay.
Okay. Boom. I don't even have a discussion with this cat no more.
But hold. Now y'all got the Falcons this week right here. When you if you beat the Falcons, you are the clear cut winner of this division, pretty much. You on the top of the damn
Can I
division.
tell you something, Go?
No,
Go ahead. Okay. So I'm glad what you're saying, because again, all the Buck fans in here is probably just laughing because
y'all heard that yourself.
We've had this live stream before, bro. Like literally, y'all just said the same thing with the Saints game. If y'all beat the Saints, then y'all be the head of the division. Like, I know, I get it, bro. Oh, you capping, you thinking your team. What Mike whatever said, or whoever, he's like, oh, you putting the Bucks on the pedestal. I'm not, bro. I'm just telling you what it is. I am sorry that you guys do not want to hear this. I understand that the Bucks have been the bottom of the division. I understand that you guys feel like the Bucks are the lowest of the lowest and then the worst of the worst. And I know that it hurts that they're on top of you guys right now. I know it hurts, but it is what it is.
This right here is pure emotional bullshit coming out your mouth right now.
You said that. You said that that same week.
AJ issue. I'm listening to this shit.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Pure emotional bullshit.
y'all literally,
anything that you
y'all
saying.
literally saying the exact same thing when I was talking this talk when we were playing against the Saints. You're emotional. You're putting the Bucks on a pedestal. You're biased. You're delusional. You were saying all this same shit. Y'all just gonna have to come to terms and say, "Damn, he's right. They're a team. They're a team."
You ready to breathe?
Y'all gonna win the Super Bowl. Y'all gonna go out. Y'all, this is y'all year. Okay.
Then he gonna have 3 Super Bowl trophies to
Take us
show
all the
us.
way to the Super Bowl then,
Hold
because
up,
we know that
y'all,
ain't gonna happen.
So now you're on top of this division. What Q was asking you a minute ago, he said Detroit, which
He
will be
already
on top of
answered
that division. He said the Eagles, which will be on top of that division, and the 49ers, which will be on top of the West. You can't beat none of them.
He already
Right
agreed.
now-
He said he said
Right
can.
now we can't. We can't.
He said
because
right. He said right now.
Tomorrow you can't.
Notice he
Next
said
week you
quarterback-
right
can't.
now.
The end of the year you can't.
Yes. No,
This
that's
nigga
not
full of
true.
shit. This
That's
nigga
not
is full of
true.
shit.
We
He great
don't
for
know.
content though, y'all. He
Q,
great for
Q, I'm trying to
content.
get his ass, but he
Nigga
won't
full
let
of
me
shit
get him.
right now. Talking about
Go.
today,
I give him
tomorrow,
that though.
next week,
Kendall, I
next
give him
month.
that,
Go
bro.
ahead, Jay. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jay.
Nigga
he
full of
great,
shit.
he
Q,
great,
I'm
he
trying to
great.
get him, but he
I
won't
love-
let me. He won't let me.
Go ahead, Jay.
I love him to
Come
death.
on,
He ain't gonna let you
man.
I
back him in
do
the
too,
corner,
bro.
though.
I do
He ain't
No,
gonna
too.
let you
no.
back him in the corner.
No,
Boy, you want
I'll
to fight all
answer it.
day?
I'll
You
answer
Peter,
it.
You
Peter
wanna get
gonna
the
fight
truth
your
out of
ass.
that
No.
Hell
nigga?
yeah.
He
No.
ain't gonna give you the truth.
Go.
Yeah,
This
he
is
ain't gonna let you back him in the corner.
this is the thing, Go, right? This is the thing. In NFC South, we cannot beat them right now. We have 2 reasons, and that's it. 2 reasons. Baker got to get better, and our OC got to call the game better. The biggest thing is our OC calling the game better, which can easily happen because this is just his first year. This ain't like he's stubborn in a way. So even if Baker doesn't get better, we still offensively can reach a better level with our OC getting better, which is probably going to happen. I'm not saying it is, but it's a good chance of it happening. That's why I'm leaving room of saying we might be able to beat them later on in the year. I don't know.
Okay,
But that's the but. Wait. Let me finish. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Those are the only 2 things, right? Then you go
get it.
Q, I'm trying to get his ass.
You are on
Go ahead,
cloud
Jay.
9 right now, but them little 3-4 punk ass wins you got right now is going to fall. And when it falls, I'll be sitting right here with my arms folded, and I'm going to say, "Motherfucker, guess what?"
I tell y'all he gonna fall tomorrow. Really gonna get his first road win against y'all,
He
man.
the type of nigga he got to see this shit firsthand. So I'm gonna sit
I
right
know,
back.
Q. That's why I ain't said shit, Q. That's why I ain't said shit.
Three teams.
Oh my goodness.
Look, he done got his ass steamrolled by one of them teams out the 3. And so he already saying right now, yeah, we can't win today, but maybe tomorrow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the OC.
I'm going to sit the fuck back and watch
Same
this.
thing they saying around here, the OC. The OC. As soon as we get a different play caller, we get ready to win too.
Let me say this real
galore
quick.
Is what this shit is.
Let me say this real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all how far back the Bucks is. How did we do is Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold starting off the season? Who do we play?
The Jets, the Houston Texans, and another sorry motherfucker.
Y'all tried to tell him.
And how high was we that year?
Oh, we were riding high like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell you this now, Pew. You are exactly where the fuck we were a few years ago. If not last year, y'all gonna do the same shit that we're doing now. We're having trouble giving away, just throwing away picks. Like the motherfucker just candy on Halloween. Y'all finna do that. Y'all not finna resign shit. Y'all finna get rid of so many players. Y'all finna have the same excuses that we have now. Once y'all start losing, I don't even want no apology.
Just look at this stupid shit right here. This cat said you don't have to be a Super Bowl team to be good. What's the fucking point? What's the point? You here to host Lombardi trophies. You're not here to be in a pissing contest with the NFC South, 1 game away from each other every damn year. How the fuck you gonna win like that?
Brown fan.
Hold on.
Come on. You can take your division, but that don't mean you're going to see somebody in your damn conference.
Here's the problem that you guys are not seeing, guys. You guys keep this is how you guys are looking at the NFL. Exactly, Jay. This is the problem that you guys are doing. You're looking at the Buccaneers versus whatever team, and then boom, they go in the fight, blah, 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 and then you see the ending score. That's not how I'm looking at the NFL. That's not how I'm looking at the NFL. What I'm looking at is
team gonna fucking morph in the middle of the season and just transform to be better.
What I'm looking at is matchups. My wide
Thank you,
receivers
Clay.
versus this
Makes some
team's
sense.
corners. Okay, they can't handle them. My D line versus this team's O line. Okay, some teams they can handle them. Most teams they can't handle them. My D line versus this team's run game. Most teams can't handle them. My what else? My secondary versus other teams' weapons. They can't
You know
do.
that's dependent upon your quarterback play. You do realize that, right? When the first thing you said was wide receivers, they can't handle it.
You're not
I don't
letting
give
me
a fuck if
finish,
they're running
Q.
down the street, butt ass naked
You're
and
not
free.
letting me finish,
If
Q.
the quarterback can't hit them, you ain't got no fucking chance in hell.
The point is, I'm looking at the matchups. So when I see a team like the Falcons, since we're playing the Falcons, I say, cancel the throwing. They're not going to throw on us. Cancel the running. They can't run on us. Offense is done. They're not going to be able to do shit.
That's what that trash talking ass Jimmy what's his name said with Houston secondary.
Let me finish.
But I don't believe in Ritter, so don't misconstrue this. I ain't talking up Ritter, but we're gonna whoop y'all ass either one way or another.
Wide receivers, their corners can't handle them. Run game, they probably could shut that down. So they got a dub right there. Quarterback, back and forth, but they're not gonna have an offense either. So we're gonna win this game easily because we're gonna control the game. That's how I'm looking at it, right? Lions, run game will probably shut their run game down, which we did. They're us running on them, we probably not going to be able to run the gun. It cancels out. Pass rush, they're probably going to be able to pass rush on us. The Lions, I'm talking about, ended up being wrong. They weren't able to pass rush on us. Hold on. Let me finish.
Y'all better get a good look at Pewter now, because he's gonna be going into hiding after they lose.
I hope he don't do that. Because Q, I was gonna say earlier, Pewter, I promise you, and these fellas know I stand on this. Win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna show back up. That's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show back up.
I'm gonna be the type of fan. I'm gonna come and chase this motherfucker down on his show, wherever he at. Every time
Pewter, you may not know it, but
you gonna have hell.
Wolf will come to Tampa looking for you. Wolf will come to the West Coast looking for you.
Real quick, Red.
The Wolf was bad trolling.
The Lions have injuries on their running back and their wide receivers, but okay, y'all can have that win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Brown is out this week again.
Look, the way you talking, y'all better win the Super Bowl this year. I don't want to hear shit.
If y'all don't win the Super Bowl, I'm on your ass.
Oh my God! No one said anything about winning the Super Bowl, bro.
So why are you happy about winning the South?
We could win the South and not win the Super Bowl.
Come on,
what are you talking about?
Come on.
Again,
no, I'm not.
There are levels. There are levels to it, bro.
Go ahead, win the South.
There are levels to it.
I can't have that.
Go ahead, win the South. Go ahead, win the South.
He said everybody in the NFC South suck except for Tampa. I knew you was gonna say that shit
in the fucking second round or the first round. I'm gonna be waiting.
I said the same thing when we were playing the Saints, and y'all was saying the same thing that you're saying now. And then what happened? I had to put a whole bunch of shorts showing that, you were wrong. RTP was right.
Your ass could be making good content after this.
Who were the Saints, though?
Right, the team that lost Thursday night?
The Saints? No. The Saints were the people that you were saying, I think the Saints are going to win. And if you win the Saints, then you got a hold of the South. That's who the Saints were.
Now all of
a sudden, who's the Saints? Now all of a sudden it's who's the Saints?
I had them beat y'all. I had them beat y'all.
See, look at Archangel.
I can stand on it. I had them beat y'all in New Orleans.
Look at Archangel. He biases F. He said the same thing when we were playing the Saints. This is all the same shit. It's all the same stuff, bro.
Facts, Clay. And that's what we're trying to get him to see.
I still say that because of this right here. Now team in the NFC South has beat a potential playoff team. We beat each other, but we have anytime you get ready to go play a potential playoff team, it's a loss. Go look at
we pretty much ain't beat nobody outside the division, to be honest with you.
That's a fucking fact.
We pretty much ain't beat nobody outside the division, to be honest with you.
Do you need me to pull up the schedule for you to see that, or what? You gonna dispute that too? You gonna dispute that too?
Y'all play the Bills, Pete, in about 2 weeks, and y'all
come on, man.
Peter roll y'all ass.
I'm not disputing that we can't beat the playoff teams right now. What you guys don't want to listen to, though, is the reason why we can't beat it. You're trying to make it. Wait, no. Wait. You're trying
You making
to
it sound like
wait,
your quarterback
you're
gonna morph
trying-
into a damn Power Ranger
Listen.
and just get superpowers out of night.
You're trying
Power Rangers.
You're trying to make it your team can't beat a playoff team. That is not the case. The team is ready to beat a playoff team. Baker had a bad game against the Lions.
Let me pull it up.
Well, beat one in. Beat one in.
We will eventually. Wait, slow down. And our first year OC blew the Eagles game. That's all I'm saying. The team is ready.
You need to see
Q,
it.
can you pull it up, please?
Baker messed up
right
again.
now.
It ain't gonna matter, y'all. It ain't gonna matter.
Right now, what I just heard was full of shit. That's what I heard right now.
And that's my point. That's my point. You don't want to hear that. That's why you don't want to know the truth.
No, we heard.
No, that's why they finna show you. They finna show you because you don't want to hear it.
Q, we heard all 3 hours of it.
Okay.
Seeing is believing.
Yeah.
I don't understand how
from-
you going to tell me when you went up against upper echelon talent and you lose, you're saying, well, we can't beat them today, but we'll beat them in the playoffs.
I didn't say
That's
we
what
will
you're
beat
saying.
them in the playoffs.
Think about what
you're saying.
Oh my
No,
God.
I said we might be able to beat them in the playoffs if Baker gets better.
Whether it's might, whether it's will, whatever
Boy,
word
you need
you
to
want to
run for
fucking
politics.
use. Yeah,
You
he's a
could be
politician.
you could be the Speaker of the House right now, boy.
You know
Your
what?
tongue so silver.
You know what? It went from you don't know what you have in Baker. He sucks. You're not gonna win nothing with Baker. To, you know what? Just wait till the real wait. Just wait till the real Baker. You don't know Baker like Panther fans. You don't know Baker like Panther fans. Then it went from that to just wait till the real Baker shows up. Now then it went from Then it went from
That's what I call a blowout. That's 14 points.
Then it went from that to if you beat the Saints,
Minnesota, and that's a close game right there. That's a close game.
Minnesota just gave away all their pieces.
Yeah, they
ain't rebuilding.
Yep.
They beat a sorry ass team. They beat a fucking sorry Bear team. Then they turn around. They lost to the Eagles, the one they should have won since they want to stick their chest out.
How many points?
What you talking about?
14.
You talking about 25 to 11?
No, he wanted you to drop down to the Saints game.
How many points did we lose to the Eagles?
And then the Saints. And then 14. The Saints right here, which is
and then how many
game?
Wait. How many points did we beat the Saints by?
The Lions, who is a contender, you couldn't put nothing but 6 fucking points up on the board.
Another 14 points. Another 14-point loss.
Don't skip it. How many points did we beat the Saints by? How many points did we beat the Saints by?
So let's do it.
Lord hammer.
Hey, check this out.
Wait. How many points did we beat the Saints by?
That's a division.
Hold on. What, 17? 17?
Okay. Now, how many points did the Saints beat the Panthers by?
Why does that
matter? There we go. There we go.
You can't go like that, brother.
I got a question for you.
Wait. How many points? Answer that question.
Add up the average of y'all's wins. Add up the average of y'all's wins. The average number of points y'all win by. No. Add up the number of points. The average number of points of y'all's wins and the average number of points of y'all's losses. I can tell you real quick what your loss average is 14 points. Because both times y'all lost by 2 touchdowns.
So the one team, the Minnesota Vikings is a sorry team. Bears is a sorry team. The Eagles is the only competition you face to that point. You lose
3 points, right?
The middle of the pack Saints, you beat them. Right? But
your average win,
Panthers lost 14 points.
Your average loss is 14 points.
The teams that's number 1 and number 2 and top of the NFC, you lose to them. You can't get out the NFC if you can't beat them, and you're losing drastically. Nobody watched the Saints.
Wait. I'm gonna looks at them as a contender. Average. You have an average ball club.
I'm gonna drop the mic. I'm gonna drop the mic right here.
Club, not a championship.
So you're saying we're not on the Lions or the Eagles level?
Thank you.
No, you're saying it.
No, I'm asking
we ain't gonna stoop down. We ain't gonna stoop down to your level to answer that bullshit.
I'm asking you. So you're saying we're not on the Lions or the Eagles level?
You actually think you are?
Y'all don't answer that bullshit.
So you disagree?
Y'all don't answer that bullshit.
Do you disagree? Red Swarm knows where I'm going with it. Red Swarm knows where I'm going with it. So you disagree, right? That we're not on their level?
Go ahead and make it.
You disagree, yes or no?
Just go ahead and get the goddamn question out.
So if the Bucks are not on the Eagles or the Lions level, how the fuck are we on the Saints or the Panthers or the Falcons level? Explain that to me. How? How can you explain that?
We never said you weren't on our level.
We said you were
on our level.
Is this division not separated by a game or a half game right now? That means if you're steady stinking around,
so now we're
shit,
going to the game.
You're shit in the middle too.
That's called
you're a
moving
piece of shit too.
The goalpost.
You let him answer you.
Moving the goalpost. You try to use the fact of you got whooped by these teams, so you're not on their level. So I say, okay, but we whipped these teams, so they're not on our level. And now all of a sudden, but we're only behind by these many games.
I don't know what language I gotta put it for you. Y'all a piece of shit.
Hey,
you're not understanding that.
You can go back. They beat the Vikings last in their division. You beat who else? You beat
the Bears.
The Saints. The Bears last in that division. Who else you beat?
So what is your point? So what is the point you trying to make?
The point he's trying to make is you ain't no different than the rest of us, Peter.
Bottom feeders. You beating bottom feeders.
So I'm no different than the Lions and the Eagles either then.
No, we ain't talking about the Lions and the Eagles. That's what you do. We talking about the NFC South. The question is all the teams in the NFC South sucking teams? You said no. You said everyone with the exception of your team.
You guys suck. We are good. We just got to get this offense going. That's it. That's it. Baker just got to get going. That's it. If Bryce Young gets going, y'all still losing games. If Ritter gets a little bit better, y'all still losing games. Period.
If Tampa Bay and Atlanta is separated from a game or a half a game, right now Atlanta can win the division. Right now, if they win Sunday and y'all lose, so you're telling me y'all understand?
They not gonna win the game.
That's why I'm saying you're not gonna win the division.
That's not like a personal shot.
You're not gonna win the NFC.
We might not win the NFC. We might have a whole bunch of injuries and stuff happen. We might not win the NFC.
Oh, that's what it'll take. That's what it'll take.
It's the only possible way. The only possible way.
This nigga.
It's the only possible way we don't sweep the Falcons.
Everybody, you want to see the art of trolling? This is the art of trolling right here.
So okay, let me ask you guys this then. Let me ask you guys this then.
Y'all hear that?
Hold on. Let me ask you guys then. Let me ask the panel this then. What is it going to take for you guys to be like, okay, he was right?
Maybe a meteorite coming down, like maybe the cow jumping over the moon.
There it is.
Maybe some buck. I don't believe nothing.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna give you my honest answer, Pewter. I'm gonna give you my honest answer. And because I'm standing on what I first challenged you on. Mm-hmm. This team is the same old Bucks minus Tom Brady. Win it all without Tom Brady. Win it with Baker Mayfield. And I believe in your team. I'll say it wasn't the quarterback play, it was the team. That's what I'll say.
So
that's what you have come in here and shook your titties for the most part saying. We are a championship club minus the quarterback, which I said you're not the same club. You're not the same club because of the quarterback. You turned around and in a very similar way agreed with me. But now you say we're a championship club minus a quarterback. So show me that you are win a championship with Baker Mayfield. And if you can't tell me that you can do that,
that don't make sense. How can I say that we're a championship team minus the quarterback, but I have to prove that we can win the Super Bowl with the quarterback that I was talking about to prove what I was saying? That don't make no sense.
That's why we telling you to shut the hell up with all that damn gluten and glamoring you doing.
Make all the sense in the world to me because you discredited Tom Brady and you said this club is a championship club.
So let me say this
irrespective of the quarterback.
Let me say this one more time.
So now you have a different quarterback. Go win a championship with that quarterback, and it'll show me that you have a championship team.
This is for y'all, for the people in the comment section.
But you can't do that though.
I said the Bucks are better. They're a good team. They're better than the rest of the South. The South is a bad team. The Bucks are a good team.
We heard that.
Wait. Let's forget the championship stuff. They're a good team, and the rest of the division is bad. What has to happen for you guys to sit down and say RTP was right? What has to happen in the season?
Red just answered it, and I agree with Red.
We have to win a Super Bowl?
He don't like that, JSU.
You don't want to
he
put that
don't.
shit out there.
But Q,
No,
guess
I
what?
didn't.
Hear me out on this,
I
Q.
never did.
Hear me out on this, Q.
Wait,
But
Red,
Pewter,
before you get started,
in
Red,
order for y'all to do that, it would even answer what Q asked you. That you are among the quality teams in the league.
That's at the top of the league, at the top of the NFC.
That one mission accomplished
those are
will
Super Bowl
silence all your
teams.
critics.
You
It'll
said you
silence
could
all
beat
your
them.
critics.
No,
you said you can
no,
beat them.
no,
You said
stop,
I can't beat them
stop,
today, but
stop,
tomorrow,
stop.
basically,
No,
I can beat them.
You want us to give you a pass on something less than that?
No.
Okay, I can work
I
that
didn't
out with
say
you.
nothing
I can sell
about
you some shit at a
Super
discount.
Bowls.
I can sell you some shit at a
I
discount.
didn't
Come
say
on, language this
nothing,
nigga speaking today, man.
nothing
No.
What the
about
hell?
Super Bowls. Listen,
Because
again,
even.
Hey,
there's
but
bad
but
teams.
listen,
Lord,
I'm gonna put a lot of cut
you
on
trying
this
to
powder
clear
now. If you
yourself
want it,
now.
I'm gonna put a lot of
He
cut
already
on this
did, Q.
powder.
That's the
I'm gonna
art
put
of
a lot
backing
of
out
cut.
right here.
Hey, Peter,
ain't.
you asking
You know,
you
hold on,
asking
hold on.
me,
Wait,
you
wait,
asking
wait,
me to
wait.
back down on my standards. I'm gonna put a lot of cut on this shit. Now I'm telling you now.
Check this
I'm
out.
gonna sell
Check
it
this
to
out.
you, but it's gonna have a lot of cut on it, homeboy.
Hold on. Check this out.
All right, then.
Q say I'm
All right.
backpedaling or whatever.
You hear what I'm saying? You hear what I'm telling him, Go? You hear what I'm telling him?
Tell him nothing but laxative now.
Q
Hey,
said I'm
I'm gonna give
backpedaling.
him. I'm gonna give him what he
I
wants.
asked you, could you beat the top 3 teams? And you say not today, but tomorrow. But what I don't give a fuck about that shit there. I don't give a damn.
Look,
you said the answer of the day was when you said them 3 teams was your way of going up against the best of the best. You said I can't beat them today, but I could beat them later on.
That's what he said, Q. That's what he said, Q.
So later on means when you get in it.
Q, you see where that'll lead at? You put the Bucks right there.
I ain't paying this nigga no attention.
So when I say the Bucks is not on the same level as the rest of the South, does that what that means? Yeah, that's what that's saying. Let me talk. When I say that everybody else is underneath the Bucks, is that what this graph says? That's what it says.
What week was that? What week was that? Because you do that every week, Peter. What week was that?
This is the same one. This is from week 1. This is from the beginning. Or actually, it's like week 2, week 3. Week 2, week 3.
Hey, Pete, but check us out on this. Like I said, if we was 3-3, that means we'd have beat the Falcons, we'd have beat the Saints, and we'd have beat who else? And we'd have beat Minnesota. No. We'd have lost to Minnesota, the Lions, and Miami. That means same thing. Every damn potential playoff team we'd have lost to, and we'd have beat all the bottom feeders. So our 3-3 wouldn't have been
same thing. Go. Good point. Good point.
You didn't win. You
didn't
win again. When I watch a game, when I'm preparing to estimate, when I'm preparing to estimate a game, I'm looking at units. You guys aren't doing that. You're looking at the whole team together.
Clay, that's what they keep trying to tell him.
Didn't beat the Lions. No,
it's unreal.
Didn't beat the Eagles, but he around here talking this crazy shit. Oh, okay.
Pew, just read that comment, Pew.
San Fran also beat the Cowboys and Lions beat KC, so have the mentality of now. That's why the win big games, they don't let the foot off the throat. Let me read that again. Of tomorrow, they have the mentality of now, and that's why the win big games, they don't let the foot off the throat. Top 3 teams don't have that mentality of tomorrow. Okay, I got you. Of course not. That's not the mentality of my team. I'm saying what I know is holding us back. I'm saying I know what's holding me back.
We can't win today. We're going to win later on.
Tomorrow.
That's what you said. Tomorrow.
My team.
And the quarterback get on the same page.
My team.
We appreciate y'all for coming today.
The Falcons ain't gonna play you
shout out to everybody in the chat.
I understand.
We appreciate y'all. This nigga has lost his everlasting mind today.
No.
So y'all go ahead and like
the
video.
He's making the point that teams don't think that have that mentality, and I am agreeing with him. But I'm saying this is not the thought of my team. This is what I'm saying because I know what's holding us back. That's the difference. I'm not saying my team is waiting and saying, "Oh, well, we'll beat them later." Like, no, they want to beat them now. I get it. That's the way you're supposed to be. I'm saying, as a content creator, I am letting you guys know, so you're not in in the dark like you were when we played the Saints, and I tried to tell you about the Saints, and y'all thought I was bullshitting. And you're in the dark now when we're playing the damn Falcons, and y'all think, oh, you capping again.
One game.
I'm trying to let you know.
You see Trill didn't show up today. But you see Till didn't show up today. You see Till didn't show up today. But he did show up after y'all because it ain't that big of a deal. Yeah, but what I'm saying is it ain't that big of a deal losing to a division rival with us because we expect that. See, we expect that. But the point they're trying to make is you ain't really beat nobody of no caliber, Till. I mean, Pewter, that's what they're saying.
I didn't say we did. We can only play what's on our schedule.
Saints are Super Bowl contenders, then, according to you. All right, we appreciate that. Who the fucking owl? You just sat here for 30 minutes to tell us how good the Saints is and how much that one win, that one little punk ass win mean to you. I mean, that
separate y'all from the rest.
Come on, man. Cut that shit out.
Red said it better. Separates us from the rest of the NFC. I didn't say nothing about that makes us a good team. Me talking about the Saints got nothing to do with how good our team is. Me talking about the Saints has to do with how much better than the rest of the South is. That's the difference. The South is not good. I said the only team that can challenge us from the South is the Saints. And look what we did to the Saints. We showed that they're not on our level either.
You did say that. I'll give you that. You did say that.
Yeah. That don't mean shit to me, Red. Anyway, we appreciate all y'all coming in here today. You know, it's been 2 hours and 20-something minutes of unadulterated nigga shit. Thank you for just coming out here with this crazy shit. That Pewter is on cloud 9. He thinks he's going to win the Super Bowl. Shout out to Pewter. He's going to win everything this year. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Bring your ass on over here from both channels and just show love. Show love. Yeah. Last words. Let's get the fuck on up out of here because I ain't going to waste 3 hours on trying to convince Pewter. He a pure D nigga.
And since Pewter has the best team in the NFL, well, we ain't going to go that far because he say not the NFL. Well, in the NFC South. Well, let's don't go that far because he say he don't want to go that far. But he got the only real team in the NFC South. We got the only real team in the NFC South. Since I'm so low on the totem pole, let me get my little sorry ass on out of here with my Falcons. Hey, man, I want to thank all y'all for allowing me to show up today. I want to thank all of the Falcons fans who support in the chat. And listen, man, we may differ. We may differ on a few things, but one thing we know we got right is our support for our ball club, man. We will get this thing turned around. We are in the midst of a great building process with a young core on offense and defense. I'm looking for big things. We don't have it today, but I'm not afraid to say that we can have it tomorrow. And we are not on the top, but I don't give a damn how we line up, the bottom, the middle, wherever at. As long as we whoop the Bucks' ass tomorrow, I'm going to be happy. That's it. That's it for your boy Red Swarm. I know Wolf is normally in here. He had other things occupying him, man. What's up, Wolf? So shouts out to my boy Wolf. And
I got 15 minutes. Hold on, Swarm. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere.
You got 15 minutes. I ain't got 15. I'm not about to sit here and argue with Pewter no damn more.
No. I'm not. I'm just saying.
Hey, the floor is yours, Wolf.
I got to get it. I ain't got to get it. I'll shut him down.
No,
and I'm gonna hush up, Q. I promise. The floor is yours, Q.
No. I just wanted. Somebody said that they Super Bowl contending.
Now, come on, man. You heard Pewter say that stupid shit. He can beat the Lions. He can beat Philly. He can beat what's the other team? San Fran. He say not today, maybe tomorrow we can beat them because right now coaching and quarterbacks is the problem. So I didn't say it. The motherfucker said it.
Okay,
come on.
So
who said that? Would a real Slim Shady please stand up?
I didn't say nothing about no.
Would a real Slim Shady please stand up?
It is important for you to hear this, Wolf, because he did say this, and this was his exact words. Everybody else in the NFC South sucks except for Tampa Bay.
Okay, that's cool. Now listen, I hope you understand that this game on Sunday, tomorrow's game on Sunday, is a very important game. I hope you know that, right? It's a very, very important. Yeah, that's all I want to say. It's a very important game because either the real Baker Mayfield is going to show up, because everybody wants to talk about Ritter, but nobody wants to talk about this defense. Everybody wants to talk about Ritter, which is fine, but nobody wants to talk about this defense. Nobody wants to give this defense any props. Tampa Bay defense. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. Brian Burns, unbelievable. The Saints, unbelievable. But yet the Falcons defense gets no respect. Why is that? Why?
I respect them.
Explain to me why that is.
I respect the defense.
Okay, so then
not the pass rush, secondary.
So then Baker Mayfield can resort back to being Baker Mayfield. It can cost you the game, correct?
Yes, that's why I said the score could be 24-16 or 10, and it could go either way. Because
So
our
then
offense can start
explain
stuttering.
to me how the Buccaneers are that much better than any team in this division.
Because even if that does happen, I still think we control the game, and we're still going to be better.
How are you controlling the game?
Because I respect your secondary. Our secondary is even better. Your quarterback's even worse. You're not going to be able to run the ball because our D-line and no one runs the ball on us unless you're the Eagles. So you're not going to run the ball. Your offense is going to be completely shut. So unless you get your points with the Baker turnovers and stuff like that, I mean, we can just keep we could just keep trying with Baker.
So your secondary is better. Yet we have the better secondary team now. But your secondary is better.
You might have better stats, but you played worse teams probably. But you don't have the better secondary.
Well, wait a minute. You guys, we gave the Lions, it was 13-12. You guys didn't even put a touchdown on them.
Mm-hmm.
On a team that right now is favored to go to the Super Bowl. Where the measuring stick is the Detroit Lions, and we played them a lot better.
It's not. It's the Niners still.
Who?
The Niners.
Well, you didn't even beat the damn Detroit Lions, and you talking like they ain't the measuring stick.
They're not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this last word. Get the fuck up on out of here, man. This nigga is a brick wall today. Anyway, I'm not about to say another 30 minutes listening to this stupid shit here today, man.
It's between
you got
the
your ass
Niners and
cut.
the Eagles.
I put the fucking score up. You get your ass cut.
Shaky, baby. They shaky right now.
I get it.
Come on.
Jalen Hurts is. Remember, I said this the other time too. Jalen Hurts is
shaky today.
But the Eagles team is better than the Lions team. Jalen Hurts is shaky. I agree. That's what's holding them back. But it's between the Eagles and the Niners. Those are the two teams.
Bro, the Niners right now are teetering. They just lost to PJ Walker.
Y'all want to do a live or something tomorrow together?
Y'all can believe me or not.
Listen, I'll be here, Q. Just let me know. Look, I gotta run, but I'll be here. I just wanted to come in real quick and tell everybody, listen, subscribe to these guys. Definitely like the thing. Rest for them. I appreciate you for holding me down today because I got a lot of stuff going on with school.
Yes, sir.
So I appreciate y'all. But yeah, I'll be here tomorrow, bro.
Salute, Wolf. Salute, my boy.
Yeah, listen, Q, I'll call you later on. I got one more exam today. I got one more exam in the morning. But listen, I'll call you at the end of the night if you want to set something up.
Yeah, y'all need to
y'all set that up.
Okay.
Talking about you and Pewter.
Okay, y'all. If Pewter go live, I'll tap in. With him.
I'll hit me up. Can you hit me up?
I don't give a fuck about y'all game.
If you want, hit me up tonight, Wolf.
Yeah. Pewter gonna be live tomorrow. I'm
gonna be live.
No.
So
I'm gonna be live.
Hit me up. Hit me up tonight. That way we can set up your setup. You get what I'm saying? And then
don't worry about it. I'll hit you guys. I'll hit you up later on tonight, P.
All right.
And I'll hit you up. But listen, you already know what it is. It's your boy Wolf.
Sir.
You know what it is, man. The Panthers definitely gonna win tomorrow. Panthers are winning tomorrow.
Yeah, we get
that definitely.
We getting this shit tomorrow.
Definitely getting this done tomorrow.
Yeah, because we Super Bowl contenders. We gonna beat the Eagles and we gonna beat San Fran and we gonna beat all these teams, man. Not today. We gonna do it tomorrow. Because that's how we build.
Hey,
we having our first good Sunday tomorrow.
Hey, listen, man. Red Swarm, I appreciate you.
Bro.
Down, everybody, man. Go, Q, Pete. You already know what it is, man.
Yes,
but listen, man, definitely get your life up. Definitely get your life up, not your likes up. You know what I'm saying? I got these consecrators coming at my neck, but they ain't gonna be able to move me. Never. They can't move me. Never. I'm always gonna be here representing for this motherfucking Falcon logo the way I want to, not the way you think I should. You already know.
And Q. Hey, Wolf, you got a real corner man with your boy Red Swarm. Ain't nothing to sweat, bro.
Oh yeah,
you got a real corner man with you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Hey, P, I hit you up later. Everybody salute.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
Don't give my man Q a heart attack, man. Please don't give my man Q a heart attack.
No. I just asked that everybody answer questions and be genuine and honest with what the fuck where you sitting at. And if you can't even do that, goddamn it, what you up here? What we doing? What we doing right here?
And just before I go, shout out to Wifey because Wifey was listening to the live and she said you need to go say something. You need to go.
I know she was laughing.
And she was laughing because the Q, you made her laugh, and also Pete, you made her laugh as well. But everybody made her laugh. And she said, yo, before you go do what you gotta do, go say something on that live. And I said, okay.
Damn right.
I didn't even know you guys were wilding out like that, but everybody, man, salute to everybody, man. P, I'll catch up with you later on, brother.
All right,
Lord
man.
have mercy.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir. We appreciate the great Wolf coming in to showing up over here. Pewter, you got the floor. Since you know.
Listen,
you got the biggest vision.
I said what
Pewter,
I said.
I got big respect for you, Pewter. I want you to know that.
I know.
Man.
I appreciate it, man. And it's all respect. We all know that. It's all respect around the table.
Yeah.
But again, I said what I said. Go watch the round table when we played the Saints. I said the same thing. You
done talk too much shit to back down now, so you got to live by this.
My analysis didn't waver. It didn't change.
It bet not.
There's a reason for that. And all I can say is just it's gonna play out, man. Just nobody go nowhere. Like everybody in the comment section, Archangel, all y'all in the comment section talking that talk. Just don't go nowhere. When it plays out the way it plays out, and you have to come on here and say, RTP, man, I don't know what kind of fortune telling voodoo stuff you got going on over there, but you was right. So to make sure y'all don't go nowhere. Make sure y'all tuned in, and just stay tuned, man. That's all I can say. And shout out to the comment section.
In the famous words of Q, well, damn.
I'll be damned. Yeah. So shout out to everybody who watching this show, man. Go pop y'all. Wally here?
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. I was listening for the last hour.
No, we needed you. We needed you to come in here.
I
left the line and stats and facts out.
I heard Peter. He was so bad off. I was saying to myself, I said, maybe we need to call a doctor or something.
Wally, so many times I was sitting over here saying, "Where the hell Wally at?"
He lost his mind. I was thinking at first. I said, "Well, okay, I understand this. He's doing this bullshit act. He's tap dancing." Then I realized he's
serious.
He's broke. He actually went on the dark side. He really believes this shit. Pewter, you good? You good? You good?
Why he actually believe this shit?
Yeah, he really do believe that crazy shit coming out of his mouth today.
Yeah. I was like, damn. He almost had me. I was like, hold on a second. That's Pewter though. Hold on a second. Slow down, Wiley. Slow down.
This nigga need to be selling cars because he'll sell you a car you don't need, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
Yoga boy, your tongue is
you will.
You be like, but the transmission fucked up. But we're gonna get that fixed later.
Not today. Maybe later.
When it starts knocking, we're gonna get that fixed later. Don't worry about that now.
Listen, baby.
That shit work on everybody else, but it don't work on us.
There's nothing but downhill from here anyways, baby.
Here we go.
Yeah,
got you.
Let it roll.
Oh
You
my
don't need that
God.
transmission.
It's that bad boy
Pewter
in
say let
neutral.
it coast, hell yeah.
Look,
Coast down
this
the
a
hill over
crazy
there.
motherfucker here today, boy. Y'all better go ahead and take notes on how to spin shit today. This the king of it.
You good, beautiful. You good.
And Pewter so good and smooth, you know what he'll convince him? Ain't nothing wrong with that engine. I took care of them brakes. See, when you're going down that hill, them brakes is what's important. See what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir. But look, it's one of them ones. We appreciate you, Wiley. We appreciate everybody like pulling up in here. Go. You got anything you want to hit before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, nah. Station 88, them boys gonna be on Station 88 tonight. Get it? Be there, be square. Station 88, NCAA.
Yeah.
I'll be there with y'all.
All right. Well, that's it.